Perfect. Nice.
How is that
Of course,
possible?
they are
Rick?
going up
What
against
are the
Cubert
odds?
Academy. This isn't their best map, but Winthrop have struggled, and already it's a fast flood in onto the C site.
Look at
So
Knights
there's
go.
By the way, I was about to say the key thing. Once we get to the end of this round, we'll talk about some role swaps going on.
Oh yeah, Knights is on Duelist.
Surely that'll be a possibility.
And Reduxx right now is playing Omen.
Interesting.
But I think, part of it is, Knights was like duelists, and I think for Reduxx, since currently we have no particular spot of just being as flexible as possible.
Good amount of work done, and Flair has actually built himself a little
Right, because he's still got
outside of the back site.
right. It's not like we're sitting here waiting with a spot for him versus getting him to be as diverse.
Starting off quick, aggressive pace to this game. Holy, so aggressive pace.
Wait a second.
Knights is a very good duelist. They're saying in the chat. Yeah. Well, that's what he was rocking on other team, right? Former Envy. Yeah. I think he was playing like Flex.
He was on Rankers.
Or Rankers, yeah.
And he was the duelist, so yeah.
And I'm guessing he was duelisting the 2-0 win they just had.
Keep an eye on throughout this match is going to be Winthrop University's moves.
The first map we actually didn't play a duelist.
There's no duelist?
He might have played Viper. There was no duelist.
Oh, wow.
And is usually good for at least 1 or 2
What the hell is a
kills,
Cubert?
A
A Cubert is a sarcastic red square creature.
Cubert is a species of his own.
May have a lot of really
Was he
good
on Clove?
opportunities to find those Valorant
His Clove?
timings
Yes,
and
that
get
is
a
what he
kill
played.
as
I
easily
couldn't remember
as
if
we
he
kind of
played
saw
Viper or
at the
Clove.
start of this round. And now Cubert Academy, they're
But,
3 up against 4.
Yeah, he
They
played
don't
Yoru
necessarily
and
have,
Reduxx played
that
Omen
much of
on
an
the
advantage, but
second map.
thankfully they do
All right, here
have
we
the
go. We
weapons
better
here,
win
and
this.
They're going to be walking into moves'
All right.
territory, moves very low
We
HP.
clear him here.
He would have to have a good idea that
There you
he's
go.
relatively
Some
close
damage,
to this,
though.
and
We
so
did
he'll get
clear
the
him.
peek before
That
he can
was
do
key.
too much more damage to T-Dog, who will take the brunt of the blow from it. 3v3 for the retake. Once again on the C site, 10 seconds to go. Winthrop, good job of walling things out, and you really can never tell where moves is going to end up. That kid just has a knack for finding the right time to flank every single round.
Nice. Easy.
Reopening the
go.
C door, no chance of getting anything done if somebody's looking your direction with this gun diff, so Cubert should have an easy cleanup for the remainder of this round. I think T-Dog is a little low, so you'd like to hold on to this gun and this extra body, but might just have to part with it if Infiltrator's peak is better, and it is.
Full retake from
Putting those
them?
salvos
Okay.
to fully back him away into the hall.
Oh,
It's not a fast take.
careful,
Knights
Knights.
is not going to dive on top of it with this slightly lesser gun. He'll just creep up, and now
Traded,
his
though.
entry is the rest of Cubert can make theirs.
Oh.
Fight together
So
here?
far, but we're still trying to clear waterfall,
Not
and Winthrop has
quite.
pretty overwhelming control of that.
Nice.
Ooh,
Infiltrator at the helm.
Scuba.
Nice shutdown
There's
on
the breach hole.
slide.
No, it didn't go off, did it?
T-Dog goes
No.
for Rolling Thunder and gets shut down early by Flair.
Oh, it did go off, but yeah, it didn't do the effect. That's
It went
weird.
off,
He
it
lost.
didn't hit anybody.
Yeah, so he didn't get he lost the orbs.
Looking the wrong way.
Wait, Scuba's having a round.
One of the
Scuba
better
Steve?
clutchers for Winthrop's side as well. It's all he's
Isn't
smoking
it?
himself on.
Oh,
How good
oh,
is this
oh,
omen
oh,
today,
oh.
my guy? Jumping
Uh-oh.
in. First shot.
What?
No way.
He actually gets both of them?
That one's got to be tough here, but already Scuba caught in a
Wait,
very unfortunate
the
position.
Vice
as
going
Winthrop
for that
University
pick is
just doing
interesting.
Such a fantastic job right
Pop
now.
wins that for sure,
Controlling
yeah.
A, and then immediately
By the way,
you see
I
them
love
disperse
when
themselves
I love
throughout
when
the map
fans give me a
and
hard
leaving
time
these
for
alone on
criticizing
C.
mistakes of professional players.
Yeah.
Like, they're professional players.
They're
not
paid
supposed
to get the
make
kill.
those mistakes. Yeah.
Is gonna get once again very antsy in
Have
the
you seen the
back
ninja
lines.
meme about him talking about
Create that space
the
the good old-fashioned
in
way.
football, the
Winthrop
guy who's supposed to
having
hit
creep
the
back up
field
with this
goal?
util
Like, how does he miss it? He's
First
paid to
stealth
hit
run,
it.
and they know they're running
Yes.
into a hell of a lot. Infiltrator on top of the
Exactly.
one-way.
But he got-
Actually has a better overdrive.
I guess it's along those lines.
Now he's going in, but he's got some
See,
company,
I'm
and
gonna
that'll
say
give him
in the
a
world of
three-piece
like the
for
things you
round
can
as Winthrop
miss,
have to just barrel through Nismo now.
the percentage chance there was
Still not even bad.
Or like
You
a
actually
free
have
throw
some
in
extra time
basketball.
on your hands to
yeah, free throw in basketball for
nice
better
free
wear
piece of
sure.
this site
Can
and
somebody
start
stop him
tailing that
from
spike.
No.
sticking this?
For
No.
Nismo.
Real
Like,
Madrid
oh,
just
it's-
has
it's-
magic
it's a
in the
BO3?
Champions League.
Different
It's a
look utility-wise
home and
from
home, so you play
Oh, I
one
see.
match at
Just
home
the
and
side
one
of A,
match,
they're
and
still putting
So
so
Real Madrid has to beat them 4-0.
things around, moves in the back of B,
Real
and
Madrid
finds
either
Knights.
has to beat him 4-0 or has to go to overtime if it's
Have no
3-0
real
or
choice but to find
4-1.
something to chase down, and they're targeted choices moves on that lower
And
help,
it would be
Infiltrator
Arsenal to
already
choke it
turned
away.
around with this operator, and is
If there was a
starting
team.
to make
So
some headway
I'm
on his
saying
own.
it
Now
would be
Winthrop is
classic,
on top
on
of
brand
this
for
one.
both
Planted,
teams
but
if Real
nothing
Madrid
really
somehow
bad
stole that
happened
from
for
Arsenal.
Academy.
Will we actually be moving to the main roster soon? Not as far as I know.
Head back over to C.
Oh, nice catch.
Posted back up
Alright.
again. Ollie as well, but Reduxx has the read on the TP and will quickly silence that.
Or
Lot of
Vice
options
Soul.
now
Maybe
for
we
Cubert
go.
Academy.
Oh, he's gonna stay here.
But it seems like they'll still commit to
No.
the scene. In goes
Okay,
Knights,
traded.
and Moves has already taken that place. Again, point to the punch every time on the lurk.
Wow,
Now
nice
on the
shot.
trade back, and Reduxx continues to frag. As he'll make his
Now,
way
is the
on.
audio low for you or is it
Control
fine?
he's taken up.
Thoughts on Sova on Lotus?
Finally, the spike should go down. Only 2v4 here,
Oh.
but 2v3.
The Rockets took out
Team
two.
Yeah.
Salvo's finding a lot of value.
It's a little low.
Around from Waterfall.
Yeah. Let me know if that's fine.
Or no, first
Um,
open up
Nismo.
Infiltrator.
Nismo's always good for
Has
it.
to, And Nismo shuts it
Nismo.
down. That was your one window, and Flare, tough call to make here, but
Oh,
no real choice.
you cursed
Good shot.
him.
No, I kind of
Actually
did,
found
right?
your exit.
He's saving
That
though. It's
operator
fine.
on the way.
He's saving though.
They also
I
got
almost
Rubble
feel like
for the
that's
first
better,
time.
a better
That'll
setup.
cause a little more action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it
The
felt more
post
laid
game ended
back.
up being better. The
Stake
post game
hunger
ended up being
over
better.
here on the rocks,
Even like the
but
casting felt a
Armageddon
little bit
going the
more
other way through the
loose,
baby
which
door
I think
there.
was
That still
enjoyable.
just
But
popped out. Oh, that'll be a guaranteed kill
Yeah.
on the Flare. And now the gate
Ooh.
is wide open for this A site for Cubert Academy to rush.
well,
through,
Ross,
and
what
they
are
will
they
spare
talking about? Leviathan with Rossi
no
and his
gap
rest
in
of
the
the boys.
opportunity to take over this site. They may not get to that
Oh,
often this time
nice
around with how well Winthrop's been
util.
holding it down.
Saw him,
Rolling
he saw him.
Thunder, into the
Nice.
back they go.
Slide.
Knights gets the
Oh.
rush.
Oh, that's
Pretty
okay.
much completely scot-free.
He didn't expect a
Infiltrator, though, with
second.
that shorty will make me eat my words, and Knights has killed me for a moment.
What?
They're
Oh my
up and
God,
over
for a
the Infiltrator.
second.
Operator,
They're
classic
saving, they're
jump
saving.
peek from 2 feet away.
Nice. That was
Unfortunately, won't
great
get too much done
util
this time
by
around.
Cubert.
Cubert Academy should have a
You thought
guaranteed
Reduxx
round.
was going to die there?
Yeah, well, for a
Should be nice
second.
and easy for them. And
For a
actually, we
second.
do see Winthrop University backing off.
Now a TP from Reduxx to get freely onto the site before the door fully procs, just to make sure
30 seconds
Holy.
you got that immediate front line cleared away.
What?
Is it
A
worth it?
running
We'll find
gun?
out.
Didn't we
Infiltrator's
shoot
doing
the
enough with
blind
the
guy?
stinger from behind.
Damn.
He's doing now
Damn.
more than enough. And Winthrop
Oh
will
my
take over
goodness, how did they
yet
win
again.
every
There's
one
that
of
bounce
those?
you were
Scuba?
talking about before, Marks.
Scuba?
Scuba on the
1v4?
outskirts,
That's
he's
right.
the only one to come.
Not-
Wonder if Dirk is in the
just
chat
kinda
today, so he
stuck
can
behind,
get
but Infiltrator
recover
took a
from
lot of
his
space.
Oh,
loss
it's
by
2-0.
Let's see how
watching
this goes.
this.
This is another
Yeah, it was
opportunity
2-0.
here where Cubert have had adequate time to get themselves set
I gotta
up.
watch. I gotta watch Tactical
Solo
Rob.
into the baby
I'm out
door,
the
try
loop.
to stave off Ali, but Infiltrator's already inside, so Winthrop, again, the
All
fight
right.
Cuba.
happens on their terms more
Yeah,
often
sure.
than not when it comes to the defense right now. Moves another early aggro peak, so now it's just
Come on,
the
get
presence
that.
on site.
That guy's
We've got
low.
some cyber cages that Winthrop can work with.
Paranoia.
As well as that neural
We're
flash to
so
guarantee your
cornered.
Peaks, but very little time left on this
Oh.
fight. You've got to
Oh,
run-
nice!
What
Nice!
happened there?
Let that happen, Knights.
Nice!
Damn.
Playing.
Nice
shots.
Twisted
Good shots.
bullet.
We've seen a lot more between these two squads, so this one might not
Is
be
there
as
a-
cut and dry as
Chad,
we
is there an
expect.
IRL
Yeah, we've
version
seen these
of
stories before, really speedrunning the flowchart, which means you get creative
of that,
in the
like
smoke
for
and
the world
Infiltrator still
news
susses them
of
out.
10 minutes of
Trade
compact
on the front
breakdown of what's
line
happened
makes it
today?
still a little touch and go. Winthrop
yesterday?
actually will end up getting stalled a little more because of it, so got that extra space on site, except for moves.
That makes
Guess what?
sense.
He's creeping up on you. Backline still taken care of.
CNN
though.
10?
Reduxx
I
continuing
don't know what
to
that
frag
is.
out
Call
his
the
way
news.
to
What?
the roll. Oh,
He's
moves.
in the side.
Got up your sleeve. It's got to be massive on the stinger.
Hey.
Two back
Oh.
to equalize yet
That
again
was
and
kinda
prevent the spike
painful.
from getting planted. Now Ali back up. Knights
Yes,
prevented
I
it.
know he's
Gotta
here.
be all
Good
down to
job. Oh
Moves,
my
and he
God.
cannot
Moves
carry
almost
That was-
all
pulled a
around
fast
on
one
his
on
back
us.
this time.
Is clear, so like you said, a nice easy
No delay
round
though?
win.
Brother, we're winning all our
Time to
games.
take a lot
All right,
of
I'll
space
have
here.
to-
Onto the safe side.
What's
Distraction
happening?
technique not quite working out.
What
What?
the hell? What is happening?
Yeah, very much a hodgepodge that Infiltrator just relishes.
Just the full thrifty eco
They might give
disaster.
this Vandal back if he had to say
Yeah.
it, but too dangerous at the moment.
That was
Just crowd
crazy
around
the way
Rubble
this
and wait
round
for
started.
Cubert to make their inevitable shift in decision. Back over to
I
Seaside.
feel like we played too fast there, chat.
I'm so glad that we can avoid all the small talk that
Gotta
happened
pee
in the
so
first
bad right
couple
now.
rounds here and just
Oh, look
get
at
to
him
the
scooping up
the meat
guns.
of the
It's not going to
bones.
be an eco anymore.
Tripwire activated for
2v4
Nismo. Hey
here?
guys, they're at Seaside.
Do
Did
they
you
expect
know?
this guy to be in?
And we
Oh.
know
Stop.
Scuba
Oh,
peek out, Moves
shit,
can't land the
son.
shot in
Wow.
time.
Yeah, nice shot.
So still effective 3v2 Infiltrator.
But
Continues to be quite low as well. And Spike ticking away.
It was
has
one
been
off
of the
ult, but I don't think he'll be able to get
biggest
it.
things to set back.
Well, they have
Winthrop, but we will
tail.
give that rifle over.
I wonder if he uses it.
Keep in mind
Oh,
too,
yeah, they do.
this was actually a
Damn.
save run coming in from Winthrop. The fact that they've gotten this much
No,
value
he's not
already
using it.
is kind of nuts.
got to get this first.
Oh, he got scanned.
Oh,
He got
damn.
scanned.
That
Damn.
was.
That was winnable, actually, but
But that just went crazy at the beginning.
yeah, in the
So
A
they will,
fight.
once again, lesson.
It's not
You gonna
exactly
breach ult
the
this?
best buy from
Uh-oh.
Cubert either.
I was waiting for
Sea Knights
info.
only having that judge. T-Dog only with the stinger. The overdrive Zach.
Nice.
And it's
Oh.
going. moment.
Go to the
First
other
onto
guy.
Ali's skull. Nasi would be the next
What do we have?
target, and
Vice
seems
ult.
like he might have already been poked at.
This judge here is strong.
Knight's using the
I
rest
hope I
of
didn't
that
jinx him.
overdrive just to get an aggressive position.
Whoa,
God.
Now
you
he's
did
two
not
kill
jinx him.
moves with that
Safe.
judge. Now he has his pick of the litter with what he can do. He'll extend a little
Nice
more
Vice
around
ult.
that rifle as Cubert gets the plant.
For the
but
other
not
two.
no,
He got the other
Cubert
two.
died.
in this position on the
Yeah.
steps the whole way through and has an early cut on
Oh,
first
wait.
pick.
Oh,
Has to
come
nail this
on.
next gap, and he does on the Reduxx.
Ooh, Nismo.
Attack, and the stun is too late.
What a shot,
The
bruh.
Armageddon onto
Wait,
the side.
2v2?
Good for the
Wait.
one on top of it. An infiltrator has all the
How did everyone
to
die?
be able to- We really just want to scrap. These teams live for it, and they're willing to dip for it. 1 for 1 on top of the stun. You got to TP away, but this gap is still open for a man like Knights. He will not poke the bear too much, though. Stay humble, because they know they got their work cut out for them on this C site that moves.
Oh, I forgot there's
surprise,
no halftime
surprise,
break.
has gotten to sneak onto.
The halftime is not a halftime. They just switch
so far
and
deep.
go.
It's just going to be a where, but
Nismo.
actually gets taken out by Nismo. So at this point, it is going to be
Oh,
a go signal
yeah.
for Winthrop University.
Not
Nazi
Nazi's
not
having a
done yet.
game.
As Ali's so far forwards.
Just continuing
Shoot
to
him!
creep in those
Oh my
gaps
God.
like water on a sidewalk.
Shoot him.
Every
Holy.
time that air starts to poke in the holes, the second
Damn.
that there's a
Aw.
Winthrop member available, they
We
will
went
just fill in
1v2.
the
It's
blanks.
there's a world, but
There's a world.
Very
He's got to
easy
get
game to
this
keep away
first.
from here in theory. Yeah, throw some shock darts in there, man. Go for it.
I think he has a read on the setup. Oh my
Player
God,
not
Nasi
even
had
giving away.
it
You don't
around.
need to. And
Wait,
gladly
who's the first match
exercising that
tomorrow?
Freedom, not really giving
The
a care
first
about
match
how
tomorrow is
people
100 Thieves
decide to
2G.
respond to it. They'll pile drive them either way.
Which is kind of a banger. And then
Infiltrator
it's
giving himself away
Lev
with the noise
versus
cue.
G2.
Scuba's got to react pretty
Oh,
quickly, but
come
he'll get
All right.
absolutely
So be it.
elbowed
One of
by this
those-
Winthrop squad.
that's just one of
The rest
those
the team should follow suit pretty
Ecos are
quickly.
just efficient at least.
Yeah.
Infiltrator, you might not want to be the one to go for that next
I don't
time.
mind if you all just die fast.
Yeah, there
you
you
can
go.
move to the next round.
A little
So
bit
you
more
coming off a
advanced
win too,
forwards.
right?
T-Dog
So-
does get taken down. As
Just
moves
2-0
once again
somewhere.
No,
try to
they
reclaim this
they
space,
beat
but the
Loud
rest
and then
of
they
the
lost to
squad are
Crew, but they
already
took a
leading
map
on
off
to
of
A,
Crew.
and
Oh,
potentially
yeah.
gonna
And
pay
we're
out
rooting
Knights
for
here.
Cubert.
Knights, at least good for
But
one
they
on
did take a
Alley.
map off
Smartly
Crews. They
backs up,
definitely
makes the call
improved
for
the
the
last
rest
2
of the squad
weeks.
as well
Yeah.
about the members
Since
that
their
have
roster shuffle.
They lost the crew. Okay, I see.
Moves continuing to maintain some defenders over here on the C site, thanks to the arc rows getting procced. So Winthrop will use that to gain some extra pass control of the courtyard. Like a ballroom dance, these two teams, each round designating a leader to
Go
I just
here.
want to make me proud.
decide who takes control early on and how to
Oh,
respond.
we're actually going B.
Fight from there. Through the baby door, Winthrop
Oh,
University.
yes.
Cross
Wow,
into
good
the
util.
side with Nismo
Nice
covering the
job.
spawn. This will get
Uh-oh.
sandwiched pretty
Oh,
quickly if
I
Winthrop's
did?
not careful.
What
And
is
Flair
happening?
unfortunately cannot be.
2v2.
This is one of those times where the
Oh.
observers.
God, oh God, oh God.
can't quite
Holy
secure
shit,
it.
he's so blind. He ran into the
Escape
wall.
most importantly.
He's just rage baiting that C stack.
Oh my God.
Get
I
their
thought
aggression
Scuba
on
was
at least
gonna
one
take-
guy
get
they
it.
can
Yeah,
take
he's
down, but
blind. He had a
unfortunately,
chance.
No one's really able to make a dent.
Oh well.
In fact,
All
they
right.
attempted
Now we the real miracle.
flank pile is
They're just
gonna
trying to go for
go ahead and turn
3
tail.
maps for the content.
Meet back up.
This is their
over here
map
with
pick, to
Nismo
be
on the
fair,
steps.
but I wouldn't count them out just yet.
Perhaps just to die with a little
You wouldn't?
No, I
less
think
of
we
an
have a
advantage
chance.
giving to Winthrop University. It seems like that's where we're headed this time around.
Although it looks quite grim, I think we have a chance still.
Yeah, you can see
I think Dapper calls a pause after this round,
trying to
maybe?
find potential pick, get closer to a couple of those ultimates.
Yeah, I would say this is a good round of
Let's drop
pause
a little
after
bit of
this
the
one.
weaponry here, and honestly, it's really going to be Nismo who might be able to get one. It would be the infiltrator with the shorty in
timing.
hand. They just dance on the other side of this.
Oh my
Timing
God.
might come
Oh
through.
my God. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's gonna be-
The crazy part is Reduxx
think-
died to
Two
him.
kills here, but
Nothing
still,
worse than when you're
an
standing there with
excellent
your
job from Winthrop
iPad out.
University. They're finding themselves.
Winthrop finally.
By the way,
slowed
somehow
down and
I
not
didn't
really
realize we hadn't
go
won a
band for band,
2-0
at
this
least at
year.
first, but we'll see what Nasi
Talking
throws.
about
as a problem
Sen?
here. Recon dart
Yeah,
into the fast
Sen
lane,
Main
so
hadn't won a
got the
2-0
full
this
opening for
year.
Infiltrator.
Haven't we been losing the first
Behind,
maps and then
able to
winning in
shut that
3?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armageddon, just to make sure no one else can.
I guess
get on
against
top of it,
MIBR
and
in the
they
lower
won't. Winthrop's
final,
already
we
made
won
their
in
way in the
4,
B-side
where we were
groups.
ahead 2-0.
The only one in
We
fact, with that
almost
sheer
won in
active,
3
but
on
he's
that
able to
one.
hold his own long
Yeah.
enough for Ali to TP in as well,
But
and
we hadn't won
now
a
it's a
2-0.
full-blown two-person
Nice.
brawl on site. Luckily though, Cubert
Nice,
having
guys.
enough resources to
All right,
slow that
all right.
down to
We
a
know where he
complete
is.
halt. Reduxx now with 3 for
There
the
we
round.
go.
Good
All
job.
right, here we go. Now we snowball.
Drone. Like that. Yeah.
really willing to
Yo!
fight this out this
Almost
time
got
from
T-Dog by
Mounds.
accident.
Hunter's Fury going to attempt to clear the board here.
Now
but
this is the
won't be
1v1 here.
On top of any sort of push from Infiltrator
Wait,
just
show me
yet.
T-Dog. No!
And of course,
Oh, shit,
the
T-Dog.
lurk must now
Oh.
switch over to the other side, so moves
Observer just doesn't want to show
His
it.
Infiltrator has in fact nailed that
What
first
happened
kill
there?
down. Could enter with an overdrive raw if you wanted to. Cubert's still spread pretty thin as well. But in with the drone, they'll be able to
Don't
enter
worry,
very
Tarik. I'll show you your
safely.
next bad
Oh,
decision
they're
too.
off the side.
Too violent to show. Prius, like,
Okay.
you gotta start like giving
Excellent
out
take
lessons,
coming in
no?
there. Of
What are these
course,
guys doing?
Just adding pressure onto the A side as well.
This would kind of
Make
take a
sure
miracle.
that
This
Cubert
would take a
Academy on this
miracle.
retake
I'm on
have
your
to be
side with this
watching
one.
their back.
There's also a
So they do
lurker.
get themselves set up in a 4
Maybe if we get the lurk kill here on
scenario.
Nismo.
Couple of ultimates online, but
Or
Ah, I won't say anything, I
now
guess.
the neural theft just going to reveal all of
Damn.
their locations.
Do I ever play ranked anymore? Nah, I play with your mom.
Reposition here
Sorry, I've been on tilt.
from
I'm just
Cubert.
kidding.
But they'll sense that
It's gonna
I
be
mean,
a
I'm trying to
big
duel with my
strategy.
girl. Is that such a bad
University
thing? Like,
at this
fuck.
round, the economy of Cubert's not going to be looking.
What is T-Dog doing?
E-Dog
Oh my
pretty
God, he got
flooded here,
saved.
but Knights with that cover
Oh,
fire can
never
take
mind,
that
that's-
Infiltrator
okay.
on the
but
early
at least we
retreat.
at least we got
Oh my
one.
god, what the
Winthrop
hell?
is gonna
What the
force their way to
hell?
that trade.
I said he got saved, chat, and he died immediately
So
after.
with the 4v4, 50 seconds to go, Cubert making that early rotation to A site. As
All right, we
Winthrop
lost
starts
this
to duck
round.
away from
Make
it
me
with
proud,
Ollie
Scuba.
Fading away with that smoke, and he's
Why
actually
am I
gonna
a
choke up on that
Jing?
Right
door.
back, Knights.
See if he can prod it. Knights,
Oh.
and he can. Grabs that
Damn.
kill too. But it's still a trade on the other side, as Scuba has managed to grab his and is now creeping back up from
Their
C.
reactions are better than the actual game. What the
WU
glaze?
Still on a bit of a time crunch here. 25 seconds to go. Potential sandwich inbound. Ollie questioning the TP here. Where do you go? Looks like to the back site, indeed. On front of the boxes to make sure the whole place is clear. It is.
God, oh my god, oh my god.
They're hiding inside the smoke. Reduxx drop
Wait
down.
a
Early reaction
second.
time.
I'm scared.
We'll take
I'm
care of
scared.
Macy. Now Ollie has to
It's
try
never
and
over till it's
he
over.
can't either. We'll just pair it
Wait
away to
a
plan for to make sure he's got a
second.
stick.
If he wins this, I go bald.
Bare his teeth and grin out this fight.
Oh my goodness gracious, I'm not doing that again. That's not worth it.
Yeah, Tarik, I don't know if that would be that motivating to say to the players, you got to be bald if you make it.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
we'll see Moobs give it another go. This time,
Maybe,
the B
yeah.
entrance.
I don't think it goes that way.
Not
I think it'd be the other way around. If you don't qualify,
If you don't qualify, you're
bald.
going bald.
Checked at this point in time, and the sheer.
Wait, I like that. I like that. If you don't make it to Toronto, you guys are all going
All right,
bald.
T-Dog, come on, one time. One time, T-Dog.
T-Dog!
Oh.
Oh,
You know,
come on,
back
brother.
That's kind of the end.
Gonna save?
To
I
make
think
sure
we
that
have
this
to,
is
don't we?
fully
Or do we have
clear to
money?
allow for the spike to go
Have
down.
some
You don't
money.
know how many members of Cubert
But
are waiting to pile
oh,
into this.
come on,
But now you have a
brother.
good idea. Infiltrators
Revice
ready
ulted
for it
too.
anyway. Sun on top doesn't matter when you've got a shorty. Nismo 30
All right,
HP.
it's 12-8. It's only
Close
0-4
call, but at
technically.
this point, the damage once again may have already been done. Scuba, so much
Yeah,
is on him,
Moobs.
and Moobs has the gun back up in
I'm looking like a
time.
chug jug
Timing.
today.
He
You
is
seen I
not
look like an
a
absolute
this
unit?
round. And thus Nismo, tough conversation must be had. Do we hold on to this lone Vandal in the eyes of a game point?
All right, here we go.
Or
He's
do we
got to
go
win
for
this
the
duel.
1v4 clutch chat. Let's see
Oh, no.
the ultimate clip. Let's go. Here we
What
go
the
against
flying shorty?
All right.
Yeah, it is early
Little
aggression.
bro, just like Big Bro.
Keep in mind as well, Knights does have the
But
overdrive
it also
online.
is exciting when you
Now
come
they're
back from
fragging
8-12.
out too old,
12-8
electrifying your
comeback?
opponents.
What was the comeback we made
It's
on the
gonna be
very
Reduxx
first
just
Cubert match of
alone
all
onto the
time? What
C
was that?
side.
Oh, yeah, it was on this map,
Goes into
11-3.
utility to support here.
Was it
Was it
11-3?
As well, but
Yeah, that's what I
as soon as that
remember.
information is given,
And I think it was on this
Like
map,
13,
but it was from
it's gonna be a
attack
C-side
though.
hit.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
Cubert
from
Academy, they're
attack.
ready to pounce on them.
And that's when we were convinced. Lotus is attack-sided.
Reduxx doing a great job of stalling out, shooting that drone nice and early.
Here we
Still
go.
have
Here comes the
to
party.
A preliminary clear, and now the rolling thunder.
Shoot him!
Oh, what?
He kills the guy above?
Weird.
That'll be your first
Wait.
one.
Nice.
Winthrop can try and play
How
stall,
did
but
he
Reduxx
miss the
is in
first
for
one
good.
and got the
Yeah,
second?
yep, it just doesn't make sense. Some things
There
really
we
don't
go.
make sense.
Completely
If Nasi wins this, so help, thank God.
Winthrop's still
Nismo.
standing.
All right, here we go.
It's only 0-3, guys.
We saw
I'm flirting
T-Dog,
with you?
Unfortunately,
confused.
use the ultimate and not get a lot of value, but
I'm confused,
definitely made
Baka.
up for it that round, keeping Cubert Academy
Get out of there.
in
Everyone
this
just get
one.
out of
They're
there.
still
This-
alive.
oh,
Three-round
hailed.
difference here.
Just
But
run.
Armageddon coming out,
Wait,
though, is
they
gonna
saw
make
you.
things very
I don't
awkward
like
for
this.
Cubert.
I don't like this.
You gotta get in front of this, and they do.
I hate this. I hate what we just did.
Oh
Oh my God.
Winthrop makes it all work on top
Okay, we need
of
to
the
get one right here.
Armageddon that tried to
Felt like we
silence
were on
them.
different
Steal one.
pages a little bit.
We need to steal
And now
one.
it's Cubert's, whose mouths may have to be shut for 5+ minutes.
Okay,
between
okay.
maps that they will have to clutch up, but Scuba Nice peek.
Natty copy pastas only.
Get one back around. Ali maintaining that spawn check, but the stun necessitates the TP again.
Like the bullet was in the air as the Omen
The spike
TP.
continues to tick away.
Wow.
Wait, Scuba.
Grabs the two back.
Let's win the 1v4. Let's win the 1v4, Scuba. He's gonna step away and die.
Spike, it's so over.
Oh,
wow, there's a chance for a second.
That would have been funny. The guy didn't kill him with the first shot. He had a moment.
And I really want
three
to
here,
harp in
promising,
on what Roy mentioned,
reaggressing
with just the molly
into
potential
their
that Cubert
4.
had. There was a lot of chances to just deny space. So that's going to be something to keep in mind.
Nice.
Easy to find a rut against this defense, especially if they decide to get aggressive.
All right, Nasi. Reduxx, what do you got for us? We need a hero right here. Reduxx out of
roster, but they're on the A site. They've got the 4v2 effectively.
Yeah, what state is Winthrop again? Michigan? Ohio?
But this screen, they'll at least be able to cut the board up and
got a snipe
let these
Ali.
two players individually
Colorado.
kind of work their stuff. There's Reduxx with one.
South Carolina? Who the hell lives in South Carolina? How'd you end up there?
Nasi, immediate reaction on Reduxx though, and so Knights has got to get the foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, and make his way up.
I do? Don't dox yourself, bro.
Trying to find a proper line to get both of them.
Nice. Come on.
First headshot.
Give us one, bro.
10 seconds.
Time is low. Time is so low. He has to have it. No time.
Less?
Oh, he's going to be a second late. No, he's
I don't think so.
off.
I don't think so. It's going to be really close here.
Did they buy 5 sheriffs? Yeah.
1 second off.
I start counting in my head when they tap. All right. I'm not built like that, bro.
The entirety of Cubert Academy are now set up. Ali finding that first pick on Anismo as well. And yeah, the flood comes through all the utility. And
Cuba?
Double swing on the pistols. This will do some good damage, but everybody from Winthrop's able to watch it. So they will clear the board again.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
So nice.
Eric, can you go to my college?
On this drop down, but
What would I do at your college, bro?
everybody's pretty set.
It becomes like an A simulator.
Take that brawl. And that's
Like this
exactly what's
is
going to happen.
just
T-Dog,
constant 5v5 retake.
Yes, constant 5v5 retake, and a lot of the times,
We'll be just
I
holding
don't know,
the
in
ground
the
on the
previous
other side of
games,
this
we've been
Viper's
seeing
wall.
teams just go A.
Like Winthrop are going to be keen to fight it.
Because like holding this A bomb set is very hard.
And grab
So you have to either
kill
be
with that
swarming
guy.
or aggressive
Step
early.
right back. Now Hunter's Fury from Nasi to try to cut into this A side as well. But with no real prior intel, it's a bit difficult.
pretty
to
wild
do
that he
much
already
more
had
than
his
just scare
Solo.
members of Cubert into maybe
Solo
stepping
and
out,
then
which is
with
what they'd like them to
Yeah.
do because Flare is waiting in the window
That's
of
quite
the
a
tube
lurk.
to catch whoever may step out a little
Oh
too
my
far.
god,
There's
he
Scuba gone.
repeats.
Nismo able to
Okay, that guy
walk past.
overplayed his
Reduxx
hands.
can at least deal with that. Winthrop 40 seconds on the clock.
They don't know where they're going. They're actually going A. This- oh, moves heard them rotate as well.
They didn't hear you say they always go A because they immediately went A. What's happening? Wait, what happened there?
I don't think Reduxx knew there was a possibility of that.
Cuts the head off the Hydra.
Spike
2v2.
Continues to grow as the spike goes down
We
on
do
A.
have 2 shocks.
And now the spike is down. Keep in mind,
Dart's
Nasi
coming up.
will have that recon dart ready to go. 2 shock darts.
I guess
still
the nice thing for
available.
us is we have the
You
Viper
can see
wall.
that the pull off
We can
is
tap bomb and pop the wall.
Of course, going to be happening here. Ali, no utility left, is going to try and take that fight.
Okay.
All right. All
little
right.
grindy.
Here we go, Nismo.
But he gets the job
Half.
done. Nasi to frag back.
He's got plenty of time.
Nismo can stall for half. Not long enough.
Meanwhile, Winthrop University, it's a little bit slower this time, but you can tell they're like, hey, this A site, it's worked 3 times in a row. Surely it's going to work again. As already
What's happening, chat? What do we do to win?
Staying nice and close and personal so we can let that push
Wow.
go.
You guys
at the
going
drop of the
crazy right
hat.
now.
Still suppressed, so can't dash in, but we'll just make do with the shots. Toxic screen.
But
Do we
given
stall
what
out
you
whatever
said,
else they
when
may
you're on an
try to
eco,
burn
shouldn't
in
all
this?
5 of you
As
just
that
be
fades
A?
away, so too do the chances they
Might as well roll dice,
of
right?
defending on this site.
Good. It's an
Infiltrators
option.
good
Guess
for
what?
3.
What percentage of the time is the team going A?
Yeah, well, that's true as well.
80?
Yeah.
Spike planted.
This match is 100% so
The
far.
road? We'll see. Now, scurry on back right into the waiting arms against the potential stray down, so they'd like to have the better end of it. Heading on to that B site now, Infiltrator.
Watch League of Legends and Valorant.
Ducking through the smoke.
All right,
Gonna
come
go
on,
for the
Knights,
one
get
and done
one.
on top of the dash and gets nothing done with it. But on top
Nice.
of that,
All right.
Viper Molly,
30 seconds
who was immediately aggressed, so he'll get traded away. Meanwhile, Knights,
Tackle.
kitchen, which was getting watched this whole time so that Winthrop couldn't infiltrate through that.
Oh.
His job now on the exit, Nasi Waiting just a little bit longer than I think
Nice
most
flash.
people were
Beautiful
with, but
flash.
Okay.
Good job done. Nismo trading that back
Where you going,
out,
Nabi?
but time waning here for Winthrop University on the plant. 7 seconds to go. They've got to get back to the front line. Flair trying to play bodyguard.
time,
but
we
that'll
win.
get shot back down, and they have no time.
Good job.
Winthrop,
And we got the
they're
op.
going to lose out on
There
this
we
round.
go.
Cubert.
What?
Frags
Is that
and-
live?
Oh no, Reduxx.
That is
this
live.
is that first shot, and Ali's able to take that Omen out. So that's that operator.
Ugh.
Very expensive sniper rifle. That's
Somebody else
already
get
down
the-
onto the
somebody else
ground
pick up the
as,
op.
Winthrop go to good old reliable moving in
Looks
on
like-
A site.
Scuba, but I don't know if he
It's gonna
will.
be it's going to force Scuba to get a little more actionable on that passivity in that same spot.
We have not too much for
But with the
retake.
lockdown, everybody on Cubert has an excuse to not be on the A side at the moment. Is Winthrop
Oh,
will make
God.
their case
Yeah, we're kind of getting owned
loud
right
and
now.
clear. Moves
but
finally
maybe-
getting that front line going himself instead of Infiltrator, who is rounding up back this time.
So be it.
Moves will grab the first.
Yeah.
Both duelists now
Looking
down for
tough at
Winthrop
the
as
moment,
Cubert made their
but-
first drop. That was Knights getting both of those kills, but
Spike planted.
rest of the crossfires pretty clean. Scuba, world of work ahead of him. Nice first shot into the high-low. Flare above Ollie. First entry is good.
It's to work out. Infiltrator already popping the knives here. It's aggressive from Winthrop.
Waiting
Oh,
out the flash, and still Nismo wins
Okay.
it out.
wait, chat. Is Winthrop University all
That's a great
required to
start
attend
for
the
him.
school? Like, are they all students
Still winning
here?
out that fight even after
Like,
Winthrop.
are these
was
guys
able to
doing
time it
homework
out a
together
little
and
bit.
shit after?
Gets out scot-free.
Yes?
Beautiful flash.
That's
coming
so
from him.
cute.
Winthrop, unfettered. Still walk onto this A site.
Oh,
screen,
come
and Nazi
on.
gets
Two?
off rip.
Oh
The collapse, are you kidding me? And there's your
Damn.
one cry for help gone
You
for
get the
Cubert
first
Academy.
two
The gun
and then
advantage is
boom.
now
3 bullets on them, too.
gonna pierce right through again. Gotta play at a snail's
Okay,
pace, and it
KJ
starts
ult.
with this lockdown.
They have Sova ult, though. I don't know.
Fully extend past the Viper's pit, that'll get set up to counteract.
Oh, they're
and
ulting
now
it.
Hunter's Fury as well. Just
Did he hit it?
to keep things
They got the
safe, but
KJ
in the
ult.
process, Cubert's actually gotten on here and at least dealt with Flare. Now the wingman sent on to the
Half.
Spike. You gotta use your resources on that with the shock
Uh-oh.
darts, but Spike is still half procced, and there's a good decent chunk of
Plenty of
Cubert's
Oh,
on this
there it
side.
is.
You've
Good
gotta
job.
come into the
Plenty of
fight,
time.
and
Yeah.
you can more often on the attack.
Some of you
He's
freaks
gonna
would love
pick
to get
up that
detained, huh?
responsibility again.
You know who you are.
Up the A creep. See if anybody from Cubert wants to get a scuffle going.
Timing!
Moves is making the
My
creep up
goodness.
on top of the
Damn.
rear, and he'll win his fight. Ollie also against Scuba after that creep up from mid was successful in Winthrop.
God, I feel like I'm the problem. I'm not going to say it in the voice chat,
Perfect
but I feel like I'm
time.
the problem.
5v3 and
30
Oh.
seconds.
Am I just
guys are
insecure?
just about everywhere, but Nismo, his escapade can at least re-clear that mid line. Moves gone. Ollie having to commit to this stick. A lot of mollies thrown his way. He's still standing though. Running away now. One-way smoke to try and play keep away all this time. Flare though creeping around
Oh.
back from the kitchen. Is it gonna be in time though?
Nice.
Hubert's getting
Nice.
this done quickly.
What
Team
just
up with
happened?
2. It's all on Flare.
Saw him,
at
he saw him,
this
he saw him, he
stage,
saw him,
and
no?
I believe the sight
Oh
line's
my
given away.
God.
Nismo the one to
Holy
turn to
shit.
it. A couple times at this point here
I have
on
an
Icebox.
op on Redux. He's playing
Luckily,
B.
though,
3 on
They
A.
got
Okay.
reliable over here on the A site more often than not. They're
Careful,
pretty
guys.
Successful, but the KJ util's finally here to try to react to it. We'll see if this stack from Cubert is good enough
My
to
God.
hold it down.
Oh my God.
Elbows for moves not yet shown, but it's getting pretty dang
Oh.
close. Everyone
Bob!
for the fight. Here we go.
no.
Jumping on
You got
top
2
first for
again.
Infiltrator. Nazi the one
Nice.
to get the frags though from Winthrop's
Traded
side.
him back.
Now waltzes right into the
3v3.
nano swarm where he will take his last breath. 3v3, and everybody's got to take a breath from it.
A little bit of gunk in your eyes and the gecko from the gecko, and you can't see what's going on right into the nano swarm. But it's so interesting because
That's true, Beyond.
previously we've seen the confidence from Winthrop University being that motivating factor.
Last
You know
CS
what?
event
We
I
can just
watched
go in there
live?
and we're gonna frag out.
I don't know.
Everyone's gonna
Probably
have
the
a good
major?
time. But this time around, they have to use a lot of their utility
shot.
instead to try and get some of that
Redux.
space. And you can see that the confidence is
The-
slowly
the
slipping away
opping
from them.
Omen.
And those
Yeah.
are the moments that Cubert
Whites.
Academy are going to be ready to just counter
The
utility
play.
them, make sure that they're ready in these awkward angles, and find a couple of kills. And
Alright.
as soon
A
as that
founder in
confidence
chat,
starts to get
Mario.
lost from Winthrop
What's good, bro?
University, not only
That means that
are they
motherfucker was here
down
12
in
years ago. He must be 40.
utility
Hi,
to clear
Nabi.
things through,
Wanna say hi?
but
Come.
also
Come,
in
Nabi.
manpower.
Come here.
Planted.
It's
Come here,
gonna be
Nabi.
spiked down.
Nabi.
It's going to be 3v2
Come here. Come
now
here.
onto this
here,
retake.
Nabi. Come on.
Ali just playing up top, but dodges the paranoia.
And gets back up on top. I don't know if Cubert's ready for this, but Flare is actually the first to frag out anyway. And now Partially protected by that toxic screen. Now they're at back from Ollie, and all of a sudden it's a 2v1.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
And Reduxx.
Difficult.
I would say
You're simply just
Icebox
not
is attack sided,
anticipating
so if we can get
And
like
that's not to take away
5,
the value that
might
Nasi was
be
able to find so early
nice.
on, as a Reduxx this time will be taking moves out.
Oh.
We see a different look from this offense. They're going mid here as a T-Dog.
Are you Nabi's human? That's a
Spawn
good way of
someone out?
phrasing
Yeah,
it.
okay, you got it.
Oh,
Should be okay here.
Always the
Infiltrator
second
in
guy.
from the window.
The bait.
Dude, the Wu guys are feeling it.
Another perfect tip for Tat. That'll bring us back to even footing, 3v3. Great opening frag there, though, from
You name
Cubert
him
on top of
Navi 'cause
Winthrop
you're a simple
splash.
fanboy?
Reduxx, some beautiful
Yes.
shots to be able to find the end of Moobs' health pool there.
Oh
Infiltrator,
my
you've been gifted
god.
another.
We forgot about this guy?
Let's send him some
oh
more.
no!
What?
Give him the
What?
ace.
How did he get 2 there?
Oh, please.
Oh
my
my
goodness. What the hell?
god.
Try and
I
continue
feel bad
your
keeping him
economy
here if he wants to
forwards
go, but
and
I think he's
potentially swing
fine.
around with those high impact ults.
Yeah, keep it respectful. These duelists for Winthrop sure won't. Hunter's Fury, as soon as Moves confirms Knights' position, he'll just wait for him to get flushed out by that Hunter's Fury. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and chip away
This
at Scuba's
one's-
health pool too on the site. Cubert's already here to fight.
Not our best
obviously.
day.
They like
Yeah.
it in front of
Uh,
this
We
with
need to win
just the
this
sheriffs,
pistol on.
But unfortunately, really
the
tough
first
to poke
attack
your eyes
round.
out here.
What it looks
when
like.
there's so much staring back at you. Paranoia tossed one direction to at least give them one opening to work with, and it's enough to grab a couple picks on the board. 2v3 here. With
What is
Reduxx.
happening?
Some time to step in
How
front.
did Reduxx
Infiltrator
win
land
both
your
of
shots,
those?
buddy.
Enemy remaining.
Or else you've given him a little more
Let's
window
try it.
That made
here.
no sense.
And I have to question whether or not the swap of Scuba onto the Sentinel instead is kind of hindering the amount of fragging power that Scuba has in him, because I mean, we've seen that Omen just kind of light things up individually, and the kid is built.
No way!
Perfect response time from Infiltrator, despite Knights' terrific do-si doing around his Viper's Pit.
Oops.
They're at the Viper's Pit.
It's all right. We reset him.
No, we're all
looking the
wrong way.
Oh god, it's what's happened? Today's an off day for sure. Today's definitely an off day.
But again, Cubert, very quick to the punch. They're gonna pile
Okay.
this. And Ollie already gone.
Don't make him watch that.
Very close in front of it, actually.
Start.
But understanding
halt,
this
but
potential
there's a Reyna
rotation from
flank.
Winthrop and the
Reyna flank.
potential flank from Moobs, Cubert turned
Oh,
their
he
heads
caught his
back
elbow, nice.
and
Oh,
deal with the
nice.
lesser
5v3.
problem. Now, the canvas is completely clear for them. They can head back over to A site. They got the time to. Winthrop has to change course before Cubert even makes a call on the attack. Oh, but they won't. They'll double back.
What is this
They'll
league? They
recall
bought
it. Say,
5
no,
of
we gotta
these.
stick to the guns. Make sure that this isn't what they commit to, because it is. Cubert extends, takes over yellow, and sends little guy on over with the spike in tow.
Planted.
Now Winthrop gets on top of it. Oh, just a little too late to try and shoot him down, and at least try and extend this fight a little longer.
man.
But Cubert,
Nice.
it's
Alright.
overwhelming control from here on the pistol round.
They bought
They've
5
got
sheriffs,
every bit of
chat.
the territory, and
To be able to find the same value they were on the attack, but
Oh.
still very early rounds. Shoulder spotted out by Scuba.
Oh, he's drooling on
it's
me.
gonna be the
That's a good
spike
sign,
down
right?
There
Very
we go, the
early.
fast B
they're
hit. We
gonna
got
start to
B
swarm
twice.
Scuba here. We'll see how much of a fight he's prepared for. He's got
Scuba!
the banana swarm
Come
to
on,
try and deal
baby.
with the off angle, and
All
Moves
right,
can't land
I
the
guess we'll
shot.
take one.
Winthrop luckily able to deal with
Is
the
that
rest of
really
that,
what
though.
you're
It's
wanting?
not. It's not ideal,
Issue
but one is
rest
better
of the
than none.
team
Well, he did
still on
lose to
other
the guy
side.
who actually had a gun.
So Nasi, the only point
Looks
of
like
contact
they're
at the moment.
going
Looks like he's just trying to
for
get a good
spike
angle
death?
to
going for
at
exits.
least fish out some util. There's the Dizzy, at least
20
gone.
seconds.
Winthrop doesn't seem like they'll fight too heavy into this, though. They know their time.
What's your cat's name?
And
Excuse
they'd
me?
rather just get their orbs, get their creds.
Abby,
not
they're
hand
calling you
Cubert
cat in the
anything
chat.
extra
Let me
for
know
what
if you want me
they know
to take care of that
will
guy.
be an arduous half in still an unfinished game.
Oh
is
my god,
happening?
Infiltrator can't be stopped.
Not
As he
working in
stopped.
with
What
a
is
whole lot.
happening?
They should be aware of what's
Gotta
lurking
be
on this
careful here a little bit,
Oh,
guys. A
there's
little
Infiltrator
careful.
creep.
Nice!
Whoa, what?
Here we go,
How did
baby.
we get
Yes, they
3
can.
there?
Here we go, baby.
They deal
We
with the whole
got
kit
3 and a
caboodle,
gun.
Once again, rush down this lane to get an early advantage on the site itself. A little bit of homework they have to deal with these nano swarms.
Let's just back it up and play post plant here. Don't give him any early
Shock dart
picks.
into the mix, I believe.
Back out of there,
Like
damn it!
that?
Now
You
it's
mean
Hunter's
like
got to do
that?
the
You mean
majority of
like
the damage.
that?
That's a easy
Yeah,
headshot to start things
They
out.
kind of exactly
Cubert
didn't
will
listen
not
to you.
exactly be too
Okay,
motivated
there we
to poke
go.
their
It's
heads
a
out too
trade.
much
Now it's
more here.
2v1
Nasi at least
post. When he taps
deals with
spike,
the
we peek
outskirts,
together.
I know, just wait.
Again.
Yeah, just wait on him.
Same kind of conversation
Now!
has to be had
Together!
here.
Beautiful.
And Flair,
Look, they hear us.
really good just to play distraction, and it's working pretty darn well.
Wait, we got
Everyone
B
is
every
behind
time.
This, but Knights has circled again
Yeah.
too quickly
Wow.
for their comfort. And
There
that'll
we
be the
go.
one
What
cry
the hell?
from Winthrop.
That's what changed. Tarik used to
Moving over
actually
this
play
A
games
site,
10 years
something we
ago.
haven't seen
One of
too
our
much
founder
of yet.
subs in the chat said I used to play games 10 years ago.
And that's gonna be
He was watching.
excellent.
He's one of my first 10 subs 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He said back in the day I used to
Oh,
actually play the
come
games.
Damn.
And he's not wrong to say that.
Fully kitted up for the remainder.
Yeah,
Nazi,
this
easy
type of
entry
wall
kill
didn't really
onto
go the
T-Dog
way
as
I
well,
thought it
and
was gonna go.
This attack feels a little more stunted from Cubert Academy. Feels like
I mean, I've kind of gone through
Grip
5
on this.
stages of grief, right?
Okay, Reduxx
Used to
right
play
back.
the games for fun.
Found the
Gotta
first
get
angle
Then I
on the
started
screens.
competing
And
in the
it's now
games
ready
for
to
money.
smoke back out to heaven so that
No,
they can
Then-
make their second
don't
approach
do it.
in
Don't
open
go out
sidelines.
there.
Infiltrator
I started
operator
watching others
finds
compete
Reduxx.
in the games for money.
Who did you think you
Now
were?
the next step is watching others compete in the game for fun.
Can begin their secondary collapse onto the remainder of this Cubert
Yes.
squad, which is
That means
once
I have to watch
again,
Party Ranked.
Knights has to do
Knights
his dirty
going on
work,
a
make sure
long
nobody's screwing up the
jog
flank.
around the map.
They're looking to potentially get 3 more. They could clear out the series
What?
as things are not looking good for Ali.
Proactive Hunter's Fury, though, from Nasi. That's still going to slow down
Oh my god, this
wherever
Nest player
Cubert is.
moves.
Oh,
Moves
Oh,
now
he's
the next
out.
point up, and he'll once again get an early frag. Again, the one weakness that Cubert has on this attack, and it's starting to show.
Nice.
Knights now creeping up himself, able to catch Flare watching the window.
Yes, T-Dog. Come on,
got
baby.
moves
Back to
that
B.
time.
Go back to B, guys. Go back to B.
we
Run
finally
it.
got moves.
Yes, we did. Run B now.
Look
Good.
at this, like they've got the Viper's
Oh,
wall
that's
all
perfect.
the way up onto that B side, and Winthrop University.
Now
they
is
saw
Knights gonna
3
get
of them
there,
onto
pop
A, so
the,
they have to
Viper
try and
Could
pit?
pop the
reinforce
Viper
it,
roll for
making
our
sure
plant.
that
Yeah, I
this
think
is
he's
gonna
gonna
be
pop
nice
it
and
for him
easy
to
here.
get up there and plant.
At this point, I
Pop
want to
it
talk
in
about this
about 2
Gecko because this
seconds.
Gecko has been so good. T-Dog has been very effective
Pop the Viper roll
at
now?
making sure just to use Wingman, get the spike down pretty consistently without
Really?
putting themselves into harm's way. And still, the flashes have been so well
Not popping?
coordinated with the rest of the team. And so, yeah,
not?
Wingman
Quite
gets
sure
that
why
spike
not.
down. Infiltrator still has this operator.
Yeah, should he pop the
still a
Viper
threat,
roll?
but Cubert poised to
What
win
did Chad
another
think?
round.
Seems like it was a good place to
Almost
pop
belligerently
it.
brave
But
here, and Reduxx already on the outskirts, so yellow here to try and hold it down, but Infiltrator given a lifeline after that recon
No,
dart. He's
not
going to dash up
necessarily.
with this.
there's a lot just mayhem.
Oh boy.
He got away.
Reduxx now TP's back over.
Oh,
Nice.
Different target for Infiltrator.
Nice.
He can't nail it.
Equalize the round,
And they
or
have
at
no
least
weapons.
find a lot of kills.
There
and
we
just
go, we
shut
got the
people
first
down. Look,
blood.
Move's already down thanks to Scuba, and that's just such an opening that, like, they more or less got
Now
gifted
watch,
the
we'll
arena
use the
for
Viper
free.
roll on the eco
Really trying to
instead.
double down that issue.
My god.
Infiltrator was
Hey,
trying to
better not
babysit
use it at
moves
this
up to the
point.
window with that Sheriff in play on this half-hearted
Oh.
buy that Winthrop had for themselves.
Fine.
Flare will get away with one from the maps, but
Nice.
this side is unquestionably
Clean,
Cubert's as
clean,
will be the
clean.
round, no doubt. Ali,
Does
I
Nabi
guess
just
we
really
did
like
have
you,
him
or
on
is he
last
like this
round.
with
We did
everyone?
kill the
a
op.
Sheriff.
What do you mean?
Got a shotgun.
Nabi, he loves me. Most,
We'll see
the
if he
most
can throw his
people he'd be
body
barking at them,
anywhere
but for
fun.
me, he's very
We'll
calm
actually
boy.
pick up a Sheriff here,
We
so
have a connection.
can at least get something done.
Did something.
Potentially.
Wait, he did get something done. I
It
was
is Ali
trolling the
after all.
caster for saying he was gonna get something done.
I'll show you guys a party trick of Nabi's.
To find those
You think
early
if Nab-
rolls,
you think if
they
Myung
do
had a
decide
choice to
push
save
the
one
issue,
person
take a little bit
between
more
me and
space to play
Nabi,
a little bit more aggressive,
like, would
they
you
could be
choose me or
rewarded.
Nabi?
But simply, it's just a one
Job.
person at a time, pushing out and taking that space,
Here we go,
which
we're
is when
sprinting.
Cubert
That's
Academy are just going to be able to win every single duel. So, excellent.
Nabi's not a
job,
person,
and it
though?
should be a pretty
Excuse me?
easy spike down.
Someone
And
said, "Dude, who are you?"
Killjoy Molly's out. They're going to use the lockdown as well. So this is a lot of tools already expended.
No shot. We got spike down. We got spike down.
But
Yeah.
he will get that kill.
Oh.
Lockdown.
No,
Damn, Reduxx had no
what?
idea.
Reduxx
No.
Okay,
steps
Nismo.
into the kill.
He's on. He's on.
Nismo now
Stop.
able to start fighting
Nismo.
again. Infiltrator with this angle on the operator. Has to
Damn
be
it.
the
Wow,
same
Nismo lit him
brace
up.
once more.
2v2.
Can't clip him.
Now
With the
we're
lockdown
going
about to
KJL.
propagate.
It's actually
Alright,
1v1.
Moves that
One
has to
detained.
protect him.
Is it 1v1?
Yeah,
Oh,
one's
right.
detained right now.
Oh, 1v2.
Oh.
He's able to hold it down.
Fine.
Scuba with the
It's
kill.
half. Oh, it's half.
There's still plenty of
Against
time.
Infiltrator with
Halved.
this operator, but he's back up and running and can head back over to Spike
Not
to at
that
least
much
tap
time,
it.
actually.
Force the fight.
Oh,
Gets
Just
spotted out
checking, I
immediately,
guess.
but still is going to be double dipping.
Boom.
That's an ambitious
He goes
repush.
for that again.
Nice
That was
punish.
good though. Cause
Yeah.
did he have a gun?
He had a gun.
And I couldn't agree
Alright,
more.
Reduxx,
I
do it
think
again.
Cubert are in a state where, you know, coming off of the playoffs, no one was really, you know, trying to clap back at him for any sort of like freezes or like deer in headlights moments or like their game sense wasn't
basically,
trash.
the
It really was
Viper is
just like
here. Oh, the Viper
chokes
picked up
and
the
not
gun.
being fully like sheened when it came
1
to
year of
your
dog
size.
equals
The
human
Viper
7
did pick up
years.
the
Is that
gun.
true?
You can tell in the offseason.
that how it
they've
works
been
exactly?
Just polishing and polishing and polishing.
So if a dog is
So
10,
it's
he's
so
70 in
refined,
human years?
So clean so far from Cubert on this attack. Now, once again, make that
Are you
approach up the
serious?
lane now that all of the util has been conversated.
Motherfucker,
Are
70.
we gonna go here?
Motherfucker,
Really?
77?
Shots as well, so T-Dog's little guy gets in a little bit for free here. No, he's right back down. Winthrop's here to respond.
We
Got
thinking
two
about
members in
playing
the
A
team.
grown
anytime
ass
soon?
Still
grandpa.
with Nismo
I'm a
as
little
well,
nervous
so
here.
It is kind of a half-hearted fight,
Okay,
but Scuba
Scuba
does not
killed
care.
Scuba
He
does
grabs
that.
two off
Still,
right
we
here.
need to plan here.
And that should be all. No,
Guys?
Scuba's gonna grab
Are we
three.
gonna plant?
There we go.
And 10 seconds to play.
They just killed them all anyway.
Scuba, we just wanted Scuba to get an ace.
Yeah.
For sending us to map number 3.
Good luck,
Tarik,
Viper
it's
Spit.
looking more
Don't
and more
pop it.
possible as
Save
this
it.
continues.
Save it for next map.
Definitely.
Good luck,
We're
Viper
on the road
Spit. We haven't
towards.
lost.
Seems pretty
Oh
inevitable,
no!
especially if that's happening.
Raid?
Down A.
Tough
I might have to
start.
use that Viper roll this round if we can.
Off the ping. Beautiful recon from Nasi.
Brother, he can't give any other vibes. Bro is smaller than a New York City rat. Excuse me?
They lose T-Dog. And I've talked about the impact that Gecko has been really bringing to the fray. You know, bringing out all the zoo to the battlefield is always a good option. But it's just a lot of utility that was really helpful at helping Cubert move in. They still have the numbers advantage here. Infiltrator is popping the knives. Let's see if they want to try and stop them from planting. It looks like
Again
Infiltrator
with
is
that.
going to try and take a timing. Ali up top.
No flash to enter now. Nismo already used his.
Do we have
and
time to go B?
Said T-Dog already.
We have
taken
time.
care of.
30 seconds left.
Well, we better.
Oh.
So lacking confidence
Young's
on
here.
this A entry.
There he goes.
They'll go for what they can be
Freaking out.
shrouded
Freaking out.
for.
Look at him.
We'll see if Winthrop can
Oh,
leg it over
wow,
in
look at
time
that.
to
The mini map looks
respond.
hysterical.
Again,
Go.
Where 9
Part of
people
this
are
conversation
sprinting
is
across the map.
Even when you guess everything perfectly, even when you're one man ahead,
Holy
it's
crap.
still going to be such a monumental
He's outta
exercise to be able to deal with this. The snake bite does not land on the
Damn it.
plant, so you've got to spray
Okay,
through.
Scooby, you gotta
Not
get this
someone
one.
who can. Immediately
Oh.
get counter. No moves. Able to watch, and Winthrop is
ran
in
away
fact
so
here in
fast.
time. The response team
Nice.
makes their entry. and
Nice. Save that Viper roll. You save it.
Standing here, Infiltrator
I-
even staying respectful, making sure he doesn't
It's
get a bad
okay.
shot,
I mean,
handing it.
yeah, that's
Another
alright,
Good
I
luck,
guess.
Viper
down
That's
frag in the
Spit.
lobby.
Properly retake that site. So great job coming in from them.
Nice
I think
shot.
Reduxx, though, still walks
The
away with the
running
first
gun.
blood on the moves.
Well, Infiltrator's getting frisky
That's
with
again
it.
just lightning fast response
All right, here we
time
go.
for him on this moment of all
1v4.
things.
He's getting aggressive with his
He's
1v4
playing with
here.
his
Wow.
available.
All right, but we
Infiltrator
traded it.
is
We
playing
traded
like
Insane
he
shots
uses
from
it
both
all.
players.
Traded out by Nismo far earlier than he had bargained
That was
for, and so
insane
it's still
shots.
Advantage Cubert,
Oh.
and it's about to be worse. So
T-Dog?
T-Dog. Okay, he cannot shoot that time around against Ollie, and
Yeah, it's gonna
that'll
be
actually
like
signal
4v3
the
on
push A
site. Maybe we should
Viper
Viper roll?
We're gonna
once again,
Viper
the
roll?
early to this,
Good
you
luck,
know, Hunter's
Viper
Fury
roll.
to try to stave
Guys?
this off. Wingman
There it
can
is.
Get the plant down. You're
Oh,
not
no,
gonna
we
be
didn't
able to-
plant
Oh,
it.
you do stop this in time.
Wingman
That's
got
massive.
you.
Viper's pick gonna get committed to this as well from Cubert, and it's basically
Very-
all or nothing at this stage.
Debating off the old.
Hunter's Fury now to again.
That was a nice
slow
tap by
things down. You
Nismo.
can't
They're
get
going
this
back to B.
plant. Cubert
They realize there's
gonna
like 3
hightail
here.
it. They might have to
Yeah,
just
they're
full
high. Yeah,
rotate.
they're
It looks like
booking
that's
it.
what they're gonna do.
We're gonna leave
This
that
is an
Viper
interesting
Spit.
strategy. But
We
once
left the
again,
Viper result.
A lot of utility here to remain in
We
control.
used it.
We used it, but we
Especially with
left
that
it.
0 point getting tossed out.
We used it. We were in
Have
it
an
for
idea
5
on
seconds.
this rotation around, so it's going to be a mad dash here for
Come on, come on,
Team
come on,
in a great
T-Dog.
position.
Come on, T-Dog.
Oh
And he
my
can't find a shot
god.
against Ollie again.
Spike planted.
Really needed to get that.
Big kill,
Think about
Knights.
everything
Nice.
Knights, though.
All right, here we
Again,
go.
Able to choke that out, and it's still such an adventure.
Nice
here.
shot.
Nice.
Scuba's been on
In
it.
front of this toxic screen with so few resources.
Now
no
he does have
blinds,
his
now
Viper
just
Spit.
Ollie left.
Close.
1v3.
Guys.
We've got
Guys.
so much to
Uh-oh,
check. Turn on to
guys.
one. Nobody immediate
Can we wait?
response.
Oh my god.
Immediate
Yo,
one
1v1?
shot up. Scuba now in front of this.
Oh my
He
god.
Thank
Why was
you,
that scary for a
Scuba.
second?
Cubert.
Map pick here.
But we don't have
Oh.
Reduxx. He doesn't
This
have his
one,
good luck
Infiltrator
Viper
starts us off
Spit.
on the right foot.
And they
No
do.
check from Knights.
Yeah. No way we win this
Potentially-
round.
No backup plan for Cubert. Have to prepare for this flank. We're gonna
Scuba.
watch
Ollie's
Howard's
scared.
already
Check
in
W.
Scuba.
Why did you say that?
Long
Oh, 'cause
ways
his
over
ult.
to spawn. Are we gonna have a little fight or flight against
Where's
Nasi
Scuba?
here up mid? Oh, the owl drone
Where's
is gonna
Scuba
prevent
He's
going?
hanging out. Spawn.
Infiltrator is close and personal with this approach on the lane, which is why Cubert really hate going any further on it. So they will in fact back out again, and then now relying on Scuba to play mid patrol to potentially get them over to A site, unless they reconsider. Just as Winthrop's leaving, timing could be on their side if they make the right call.
And this is finally one of those rounds where it doesn't seem like Cubert have infinite time to do whatever they
30
want.
seconds left.
Down to 30 seconds, they have to commit onto this
He
site.
doesn't have his.
Most importantly, Infiltrator's still alive from Winthrop University. We're
Yeah,
seeing the
there we
lockdown
go.
get
Pop the KJ ult.
and
But
Viper's Pit going to come out in
didn't really
response.
do anything. All right, here we
no
go.
Hunter
There's a Viper
Scenario
ult.
available for Winthrop though, so I wonder if they're just going to try and stick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Getting
whoa!
aggressive, Nismo spraying through the smoke to
Wait,
counteract
Nismo
that.
got a kill and we got the plant
Viper's
down.
pick.
somehow.
Flank though,
Yeah.
flank, flank.
Mania.
That'll
Guys,
immediately,
flank.
get short-circuited
Here we
here.
go.
Oh, T-Dog again.
T-Dog.
Bad angle to get
Nice
himself away
kill.
on, but he readjusts and takes care of Flare. And that might be all she wrote. Winthrop might not have the
Whoa,
resources
did you hear
to
the
get
caster?
Whoa, whoa,
said
caster
no,
jinxing,
no,
caster
no,
jinxing. Casters are
They're doing
jinxing!
Lose my bullet because of that.
Players on it, back into the wall.
T-Dog
Caster
1v2.
curse.
T-Dog
T-Dog in a
alone with
1v2.
no
And the guy's
resources.
just sticking.
Bang!
Now down, pull off. Do not re-engage. Do not
Do not peek! Do not peek! Peek! Peek!
Wait,
Ollie,
wait.
Yes!
T-Dog!
Come on, T-Dog!
Is it for Cubert?
all the time. And it feels like that same idea is being put into place here
What?
with Reduxx
The Omen
continuing
duelist.
to play this Omen.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tent's
Yeah, like, just like that,
basically
Cubert
played
Academy
on
have
like a
already made
duelist,
their
so it
way
is kind of
onto
like a
this
double
C
duelist.
site.
Yeah.
Spike goes down
Let's
nice
go
and
with
early. 5v5 here as
was a
players really
fast
just
plant.
haven't run into each other just quite yet.
Moves would be
Right,
that first
nice
point of
job,
contact.
Knights.
He likes it that way. The Knights will get the first blood for Cubert's favor in turn. Rest of the push from Winthrop is up in link, and
Okay.
Nismo the first to enter right into the hands of Nasi, but
What?
it's another
Whoa.
1-for-1. Now it's Winthrop that has to aggress. It's a little bit mandated at this stage with
Oh, get
Reduxx
that.
on the other side.
Oh.
Ollie's shots
Rita.
just a little bit better, and at this point, Scuba's wraparound might be a little too late. Good shots
Okay.
on the Sheriff
Smoke.
for the one.
Caster curse.
No
Gotta
reason to
shoot
peek
the
out
guy
though
at the
here
spike.
until the very
No, I couldn't.
end,
Nice
and
try.
Infiltrator will do
The
his little
angle is
dance
so
to get
weird.
rid
That way and all over the map.
And with that gate crash, they're
Look out.
able to just force that
Wow.
the aggro
Dump
right
him.
from the front door instead of from the
Dump
courtyard.
him.
Make that noise just a little bit
Nice.
sooner.
Wait,
Nice.
what is
Give them
happening?
that
What
inch
is
of
just
advantage
happening?
they
Just
use
chaos.
to take over the site and grab the majority of the kills.
Wait.
Infiltrator flashes himself back out of this smoke that
Oh,
has
he's
been set
stuck.
up by
Oh.
Ollie, who will also start making his
Oh.
steps out. And
Wow.
with that Spectre can do a hell of a lot of damage. Nice turn onto Scuba to make this a 2v2. Infiltrator with this Outlaw as well can kind of just peek wherever, but it's a little touch and go, and T-Dog on the way back around. Infiltrator holding this spike.
Nice try,
and
nice
Ollie
try,
able to
nice
play
try.
puppy
Strong
guard on
eco.
top.
Here. But still, if they can deal with this Cypher, then that
He
C
split,
site is
Cypher's
wide open
alone.
for the take.
Yeah, he's back in his element, but how far can he go against an attack like this? Gets duped by the
Nice.
clone, but
Holy
still can't find any
shit.
connection onto him until the follow-up.
Oh.
Reduxx is there. Knights
Didn't have a spawn smoke up yet.
Fly back on
The
to
trade.
Link, but Nasi's
Okay.
by himself before this blind can come through, and Sight's been handed over on top of it.
Out.
TP ult for that
Nice
matter.
cover.
Nice entry by Infiltrator, but you've got
Nice
50
shot.
at this point, and that's enough to
Damn.
get Cubert over the line,
Reduxx.
get this spike down,
Yeah,
and keep 4
snappy
players standing.
there.
Planted.
We like that.
Alley just left in a 1v4. Does have a Spectre, but this is still just a tall order. All the people just watching all the different directions. Steps out there. Gets clearly Cubert Academy.
Oh, Reduxx already had a kill.
Again.
Jeez, Reduxx already stepping out into the fray, grabbing his
Nice
phone, and
job.
now
Reduxx,
Ollie
the
forced to
2K.
encroach, and he'll fall as
There we
well.
go. We
Flair
punished him.
Now
I
trying to take
traded
that
him.
fight up and grab a piece for himself, but he'll
Like I
get
said,
traded out
these
as well,
rounds,
and
20
Cubert,
seconds.
they will
Yeah, we're not even getting the
Four
first
people
kill
in
because it's happening so
step
quick.
of kills that Winthrop has given him. Now
Right?
it's Nasi's turn. He won't be so easy. Aftershock to play keep
There it
away,
is.
steps back out of the
Scuba.
sewer.
There
you
it
go.
is.
Still a 1-for-1.
Moves 1v3. He's going for
In
it.
this game, as long as Winthrop wants
Chat,
to,
does
I mean, they're
moves have
perfectly
a
content with it. Moves.
nah?
Heads
Ain't
back over to
nah.
the
Stop
side
it,
that he
moves.
can't do too much with.
Planted.
Stop it,
Unless
moves.
he's moves. Hint, hint.
Bomb. Yeah.
Nismo fault line. Step out.
Nice. Good util. Crossfire's looking
Nismo the first to catch him.
quite promising.
Check
Oh
this out.
yeah, baby. Good discipline. Good util.
Saving as much as they can. Moves
we go.
alone on the site. Does have the Sheriff
Nope.
going up against the entire
Good stun. Oh my god,
Double
it's TP next to
TP
him.
From Reduxx, it's etched in perfectly.
Nice.
So Knights is the one who steps on first. That is
These
such a
rounds
fun
have been
fake out
crazy
play.
fast.
I wonder how
His
many
name was
times they
Restaurant.
practiced
I'm
that.
not sure if that's public.
And Winthrop once again.
I'm not even
boxed out
turning my clock
immediately.
on. I'm risking the jinx.
Oh,
Not
okay.
necessarily playing with your food. but
5v2
I don't know. You're
Really
like
not.
plays with the spoon a little bit. If you're Cubert this round.
against a stinger and a pistol. I like
Fold your
my
spoon
odds.
like that. That's crazy. That's what you meant, right?
Sure, yeah. No, that's
Enemy
yeah.
remaining.
Oh, you got 2.
Flare. Working it a little bit. Entry from Link. Blinded away. That'll be the time. Will it be the kills?
Nice.
Yes, it will.
Winthrop University, they're just getting picked off and then immediately are forced into an uncomfortable position where they're down numbers trying to retake a site. It's so
Nice.
decisive coming through, and
Got him.
already
Yeah.
Reduxx finds Infiltrator right off the bat. T-Dog
Again,
uses the
someone
Hunter's
dies
Fury.
in the
The
first
skill comes
Oh,
back as well.
okay.
Finally, Nasi's able to
Lurk.
take Knights out, but immediately
man.
falls down.
We're
This is what I
everywhere
mean,
right
it's over in
now.
a snap.
Cubert are double dog daring Winthrop to try to fight them on their terms, and Winthrop, unfortunately, having to acquiesce time and again.
Planted.
This time, thanks to that dimensional drift, that'll again just make this entire map
Be a save by them, to be honest.
under the control of Cubert.
Yeah, it should be. They have no
But
money.
Seaside is what they'll
They
settle
ult?
for post plant yet again.
Noise
This
rockets.
time they got rifles and 2 players that are a little annoyed. at
surprised
this
they're
point,
forcing
so
the
they'll
issue
give the
here.
old
I
college
don't know what
try,
they're doing.
But unfortunately, I think they said they're still on spring break, so they might be a little.
I don't. That
Yeah.
made no sense.
Yeah,
but
'cause
I
already
do have
spotted
to say,
them. They
like,
got drone tagged. Time is already
if you
halfway
are
through.
Cubert-
2v4. I'm pretty sure it's like team value chat, like other team value, but I don't know what it has to be.
Infiltrator's gonna sit.
I don't. Seems like they don't know, but I'm pretty
Momentarily.
sure it's like based off the equipment
Cubert have done a
going
really
into
great
the
job
rounds.
of like
Being
exacting upon a site. And
I have to
killing whoever's
guess
on it
over
before Winthrop
5K.
can opt to play for the
Is it
retake,
10K?
and so they have a really tough
I
decision
figure it was
in that
less than
immediate
10.
moment of how many players
Because
do we
like they had,
try
they
to contribute
spent
to this
10 for
pre-plan
this.
fight.
So
How
loadout
many
less
do we
than
keep away and then
2,500.
just
Someone said.
Watch
No,
this
that's not
carnage that's
enough.
about to unfold on site. And
because even on the pistol,
it should be
every
more than
time,
that.
Cubert's able to twist the numbers, so Winthrop always comes up short. So Winthrop will dare to go even further forward. Now Infiltrator given a distraction with the salvos.
Nice.
Of course, a tough round with the guns
Nice.
that Winthrop has in hand. Unfortunately,
Wow, this is the
execution
craziest round. Taking this line to
is
kill
not there
somebody.
enough this
What?
time around. Okay.
Who's that?
30 seconds left.
You seeing that?
We need to.
That's crazy.
Get him here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Everyone just
we'll stick
killed them
around.
all.
Grab one more, run it on back.
This is wild.
A laundry list of around here, I think.
It feels so weird because you see Cubert like attacking from main, and yet somehow
A type of round
one of their
outcome where the
team
winning
members
team
is
won
already
while
behind
possessing
you.
loadouts of at least an
I
average.
feel like at this Nasi does have the Rolling Thunder as well, and combo together that could be devastating here. It is going to be the Killjoy ult that gets utilized first.
We've got to let this go. Armageddon immediately going to get used on top of
30
it, though.
seconds left.
And so Cubert have just got to send it, I think. They will. Good util
Breach
dump
ult.
onto Nasi, but he's ready with the Rolling Thunder, and that'll catch
We could breach all
everybody.
back.
Cubert yet again reset, and
Here
there's
it is.
15 seconds on the bloody
It is,
clock.
but we
didn't
Rolling
get-
Thunder forward,
Oh,
and everybody avoids it, but
What is
Winthrop flare.
happening?
Nasi's got to hold it down on
Oh, we
side
actually
if he
do.
can.
We have
Infiltrator's
10
still stuck in
seconds. Are we gonna
dimensional
get plant?
drift.
Yeah.
Blinds himself back
we?
in, so you've got to pause.
Oh!
This is the
Are we gonna
upshot.
plant?
You know he's there. Yeah, he is. He is.
Oh.
Double peek?
2v1 reset that Cubert
What?
Oh.
He played so well up until that point.
Already pinging up as Nasi going to be taking point here, uses the fault line, spots one out. T-Dog goes down.
A.
A very different story than what we've seen on these
Yeah.
previous rounds.
The second he steps out, it was primed. That was just such incredible intuition.
They call that game sense in Valorant.
I call it good
How
old-fashioned
can you
know-how.
see that angle they were
Oh,
showing?
while he's close, that'll get punished.
The
but
walk above.
Trade upon,
Oh.
Flair's got to just
Enemy
make it
remaining.
work, and he
Damn.
certainly will this time. That's a redemption on this
Oh
A-side.
my-
Hey-ho.
Line, so that's going to call for the retreat.
This is basically a guaranteed round last
He's
time
both of
for
them.
Cubert. We'll see what Knights does with it now. He TP'd into it last time
No
to get that extra space. He can't do
way.
it this time. Does it short flare circuits for a second.
That did
And
not
Nasi's
go
already
well.
playing damage control on the util dump onto him, which means nobody
Oh!
can fully commit to the push.
What the
Gizmo can
fuck?
At least deal with that one threat.
Oh,
but now
wow.
Flair's
Nice
ready
shot.
off the
Oh my
T-Dog.
God,
Quick
wait a
swing
minute.
onto that. And Sights
What just
finally cleared up
happened?
for the 3v3
Yeah.
post plan.
We just
Okay,
made some
now
plays
Spike going to
right
be going
there.
down here. Still three
The
members ready to go.
5v3, the
Arnold is still
3v5
online,
suddenly.
one more flash.
Not a
So
3v5.
some utility available
Okay,
for
we saw
Winthrop to be
both
able to do
those
this retake.
players.
Art still.
First shot from Infiltrator, no good. Have to find another way to open him up, otherwise almost a 2.5 man.
T-Dog's
push.
doing
Yeah,
work.
Can't do a damn
Fuck.
thing. Moob's drop down is now so crucial to this. That's the first one, and no
No
available trade
way.
moves. Swings
Damn
on the
it.
T-Dog. He just keeps on doing it, man.
Oh, Scuba.
Run, Scuba, run. Don't engage.
He's good.
Oh, he
He
killed
plays
him
so
anyway.
well.
Down to the wire there. An excellent try from Winthrop University, but still now they're forced
Damn.
down just onto pistols.
Another
and already
5-second
Knights
in kill.
finds Alley. And Reduxx looking for a little something, has to get out there as the first shot goes wide.
You can still kind of continue toying with these opening chokes. Looks like Winthrop are just trying to slow things down, but the picks are starting to escalate.
Portal closed.
And so too will the attack inevitably. Scuba no reason to migrate just yet. As soon as this crossover happens on the door, you might see that approach a little early. Shotgun's dangerous, man. I'm sweating.
Not the Bucky around the corner.
Yeah. In front of the trap wire, too, for that matter.
Yikes.
Big fan of that. Nobody on C-site. The sacrifices we must make is
Coconut
Winthrop
Rebel, you like
University.
it? Nice.
Yeah. That should be your one chance gone
Don't
here
go in there, bro.
for Winthrop. I don't think you just have enough
Not your
period.
fault.
Scuba Step's
Kinda
finally
lost right
taken care of by Infiltrator, but Recon Bolt will actually land on him, so. Indecent health.
I got food
entering
again.
on.
Yeah.
Good blind, but Knights has got it covered. That'll be 3 for him this round. And Cubert have a pretty easy path to 7 now after a couple picks and prods will lead to some easy map control
What do I got? Factor
in the
meal?
long game rather than the short. Marks, we got to have a little discussion this time.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, so many of these rounds were so quick. Cubert Academy definitely feel like they are in control here. Scuba, fortunately, just misses a couple of those shots right off the bat, but this is gonna be tough for Nasi to stay alive.
And you got a much
Damn.
easier way to box
Let
him
him
out
flip.
with this Hunter's Fury, but
Nice.
Alright.
can't seem to track him down. Moves tries to collapse on top of the chaos that's going on downstream, but can't manage to find anything on top of it. But Ollie now gonna get on top
Damn,
of it.
what?
Got a 6
Wow.
now. He's watching it.
That was nice. I tipped the hat.
But they should not
That
have
was nice as
dared
hell.
counteract
That was nice
it.
as hell. Wow.
Ollie is staying
Wow.
free.
Oh my goodness.
Nismo died with his breach ult.
God.
Ace potential.
Potential. Buddy, it's written in the stars. Oh, T-Dog.
That would have been a fire
This is
ace.
just ridiculous. How does he get
man.
3 there?
I mean, what a
Yeah.
display to wrap up the half.
Like, we had the utility. Why did we just
Unbelievable.
run out one by one with no util?
Player.
Oh, he made a play with. T-Dog's on for it, though.
T-Dog,
Revealing area.
1
30
down,
seconds left.
30 seconds to go.
Not 1 down, 2
Does
down.
he manage to stifle all of that good work that this Omen has done?
Oh,
You can get Spike for free.
Yeah.
There's an actual opportunity here.
I
have
have the
C-side.
spike.
The spike to get planted.
Okay.
T-Dog.
Has
That's
Spike
the
and a
right
plan.
deal.
Fun to see.
Ooh,
Here we
running
hear
out
him?
of time here, so
10
has to go
They
seconds.
realize
loud.
now, yeah.
And
Alright,
yeah,
but
that means
he's
that
got
it's going to
time.
be a 2v1
Isn't he gonna get
scenario.
it? Yeah.
Wouldn't count Cubert out of this one just quite yet, although it is looking like Winthrop should be able to win.
Oh.
First blind, no
Oh.
go.
No.
Early
I
approach,
think it was that
better
close.
angle for Infiltrator,
right.
so yes,
That's
indeed.
right.
T-Dog will get boxed away by the fault line. First sentry up, Scuba holding it down.
No
to the side.
way, he
Moves
gets the heaven
beautiful
kill.
turn to deal with both eyes watching him. W key up the sight line. Reduxx has an opener though. Moves can at
That
least
would've been
trade
nice
that
one
away, but
there.
the
That
window
was
for an
the
easy
key.
pre-plant's gone. Nismo
Planted.
That was the key. to
almost
the
aggroes this in the
2v3
right
versus
pocket of
2v2.
time, but Winthrop will have enough time to
We're tied.
realign and want to turn this into
Oh,
kind of that
we're all
background
sitting
check
A.
after background check
Yeah, no luck
type
on
play
that
where you're
one.
just continuing to challenge Cubert's know-how
Knights in the
and
1v3.
ability to just
Knights give us
continue
one, I'll be
playing
happy.
at that high level.
Thank you.
That's how they
Got
beat him
one.
last time.
That's my boy.
Okay.
Knights, good turn to actually grab a quick dink and net a trade.
Chat, I'm gonna get a
On top
Pokeball.
of
Does
the
anyone want
seaside.
anything? Yeah, I'll take one.
But
I
that
just
doesn't
ate it, but I'll
necessarily
eat again.
establish any hope for Cubert this round with all the trekking they'll have to do back over.
Top of that too, like
I see it
Moves
twice.
didn't have a gun there,
All right,
and so
you
now
guys
that
counting?
block can very easily be recovered. Moves can play the long angle. Got plenty of cipher traps to watch that back there. It's more or less just a guarantee that we've completely zoned out Cubert Academy from doing anything onto this retake.
Who was it that didn't get close enough to die last
We will be
week?
seeing that tide.
Oh yeah, I think it was
scoreline. The rivalry between these two teams just continues
He's like
to
TP'd
bubble
away
and
from
boil over
Waylay,
as-
and then like he couldn't get to the
Winthrop, at
spike.
this
He
point,
tried running it down.
They were just going hunting, looking to get more
running
ultimate
him
orbs.
down.
Nasi
Wait, come
will get
back.
taken
Maybe
down,
Reduxx
but
got one.
that's
Okay.
okay. Got more
Got
than
two.
enough, and Winthrop University.
Even a higher and crazier extent, and throttling Cubert University or Cubert Academy.
Cubert
same thing,
University.
Cubert Prep.
I like
Cubert
it.
University.
Start one.
Oh no.
Is
I didn't see what happened exactly,
is a
but I just saw the
fantastic way to wear
story.
them out.
Tourist
Nice.
helicopter today. Oh,
Gorgeous
nice.
wrap.
Yeah, uses the gate crash as well, able to just get out of there. Completely scot-free moves.
I'm never going into a
A little bit of
helicopter. I
weird
think, chat.
spot here, but could be fine. Ismo just watching from the back here.
This is not worth it.
Yeah, Cubert perfectly content with not taking this fight from beyond the doors. They know Winthrop's going to have to util dump when they make the approach onto that. I'm going to let bygones be bygones till the post plant.
You ain't Kobe, bro. You'll be okay. The fuck?
But Winthrop is setting their sights on it, at least with a couple pieces of util. Remarkably indecisive they continue to be with 40 seconds on the clock and some util starting to run dry. Nismo completely unaffected here in the back of B side as well. Where do you go from here if you're Winthrop? Waiting for a
30
perfect
seconds left.
opportunity.
I'd say cars
a
are more
frag
dangerous than
back, and
helicopters.
Cubert, crazily enough, haven't handed one to them on a
I guess
silver
to be
platter.
fair, we don't hear about car crashes. We hear about helicopter
Look
crashes.
at that. Like, Cubert right now is like set up in like a nice arc around the map, completely boxing in Winthrop University, and they're slowly creeping forward here.
Okay, here we
So
go.
Time ticking down. This has to
Nice.
work out perfectly for
Good
Winthrop.
stun by
Nice.
T-Dog. Nice shot, Scuba.
And there's just no time at all.
Oh, wow. They got
T-Dog
collapsed
even
for him.
managed to get one.
From Winthrop University, and nothing really even happened after that first kill. This time, injecting a little bit more confidence, injecting a little bit more
Oh,
speed.
it's all his barrel.
Ismo just showcased
Saw
the
his
gun
barrel
for
for
a
sure.
second, so moves aware that could happen. But I like this from Cubert. They've been doing a much better job at keeping this cipher in check. Flank watch has been a little bit more on point. Punishing.
All right, T-Dog, get one.
Oh.
T-Dog, no!
Again,
That's
amazing reaction
try.
time here. Knights has to solo hold and
Nismo's turn.
he'll grab his one, no more. Nismo
Kind of
Fine.
feeling
in his
Knights
early
should have
position
that
away
one.
thanks
Or
to the
T-Dog
decoy
should
sent
have.
out.
T-Dog, yeah.
Infiltrator will just
He had like the guy looked
TP
away
over
for a
to safety
second.
where he can take the wide angle and go for the next fight that has already begun. Nismo will migrate up top,
Reduxx,
already
okay.
getting himself away, but Reduxx, the opener shot on the flank watch, means that he's rushing on over to what is a 2v3 as long as Nismo stays alive, but he can't.
Excellent little
Reduxx.
shot there from
Yeah,
Flair.
should get walled out here. The end of time. But Reduxx will, of course, give it a
Yeah,
go.
the crash is sad.
Certainly able to make moments
What?
Wait.
What? 15
Uh-oh.
How do you
seconds.
find a high-low that quick, my God?
No.
You gotta do the
Yeah,
rest just
damn
dance.
it. He just
And
was aiming
unfortunately,
Picked the
all
wrong
this
route.
was too much.
And now Knights
Oh,
on. Okay, so far
Tough,
forwards,
tough,
Flair
tough.
finds that first kill, and this looks like it should be an easier round for Winthrop University to win it out, especially with the neural theft online.
You can see how scared Nismo is.
Are they
the
really
fact
coming
that
A? We have
somebody
3
could
here.
already be right up at this lane.
I know, but the
tossing that
caster just tried to
aftershock
curse him, so I like our
prelim.
chances.
Oh, Loops just kind of
Oh.
rushing it down, and Nismo has a world of time to deal with it.
Wait, what?
Rest of Winthrop,
Oh.
is it that
Just
easy
blind
to
that thing.
contain? No, thanks to the blind and entry infiltrator.
Oh, that angle's not it.
I mean,
Okay, we should
It
pause
is so
probably. Their momentum's
consistent.
starting to build.
Yeah,
when you're this
I'm
good
gonna
at it.
say.
And Reduxx, I think he will abandon ship this time.
At the Wild Berry
Great
flavor?
execution coming
Is
in from
the-
Winthrop University.
Yeah, Wild Berry.
Like you could tell Cubert Academy, they had a couple of ideas.
Am I going to Coachella?
You know,
I was gonna
Altitude
go,
Armageddon does
but
an excellent job at clearing
no,
things
it's
out,
during
pushing people
VCT, so
away,
I'm not gonna go.
And it's just an easy
Some of
site for them
the
to take.
some of the homies here
they
are
just kind
going,
of
so
waltz in there. They look around. Oh, hey,
I'll be living
here's
through
somebody.
them. Wow, this
Back
is
it
tough
in.
though. They're going C.
Yeah, Reduxx is going to be the one to creep up there. Heavy dimensional drift that'll be able to easily.
How
crush
the hell
Scuba.
is he still alive though? Wow.
Takes a moment, but they
I thought he
will
would
get
have
it
died
done.
like 10 years ago.
And another easy C site here guaranteed.
Spike planted.
Rest of Cubert has already manually cleared all of A
pushing
and
spawn?
B site though. So they know there are no lurkers, know there are no flankers. They can take this fight completely head on with what little they have left.
It's
Knights on
Oh,
that rifle, first
there
to
goes
peek,
the-
first to die.
that's it.
From there, it's basically curtains.
All right, now let's call
Again,
a
a shred
timeout.
of a
Maybe a
chance this
timeout
time
here,
around,
yeah.
and Cubert
Yeah.
will come to terms with it inevitably here. Nismo's gonna try and extend.
Because Winthrop
Because we were
are
up
finding
5.
those timings, finding those isolations onto one
Yeah,
of those
maybe.
members, and they're doing a great job at splitting
I'm a
them
little
up, making sure
confounded.
that they can secure the kill and just steamroll.
Yeah, did we
in
pause
onto
this game?
site.
You don't remember?
It's almost like a death ball whenever Winthrop decides
Two's
to
got
move in there,
different plans.
and unless Cubert
Exactly,
do something
they gotta
to
get their
really disrupt
4:30
that,
reservation.
it's just going to continue to punish them over and over again.
I guess it's 6:30.
Knights is ready to
Austin.
exit if the going gets
All right.
too tough immediately.
Oh, we got that
Reduxx.
one.
Now
The
come
fight one
on.
time
Knights, make
around.
me proud. Knights, make me
The
proud.
lurk
Make
up
me
A will
proud. Knights,
finally
make me
work out here.
proud.
Winthrop just taking
Nice.
care of
Nice.
that.
Nice.
Clone ignored.
Who needs a
by Cubert.
timeout?
The rest
Wait,
of
what?
the
Just
fight,
kill
though,
everybody.
not. Salvos do catch Scuba on the escape, though, and sight is still Winthrop's.
Doc?
It's just, unfortunately, a 2v4. 45 seconds on the clock, though, so Flare is going to plant immediately.
Watch
here.
out for this
Looking to see if
breach.
he can find anything interesting. He can't.
There
Now
it
it's
is.
Nazi's turn, and
Look.
ducks into T-Dog. That should be all she wrote. The stabilization
Oh,
round that
nice
Cubert
flash.
had looking
Nice
stood
kill.
up front like
Nice.
Knights. He's still up here. Rolling
Hey,
thunder
breach
on top of
ulted?
the TP out. That's such a beautiful
No.
trap. Then Reduxx takes
And
with
then
ease.
Sova
Now
ult,
T-Dog
nice.
with the Hunter's Fury,
Good Sova
and
ult.
Cubert are once again alive and kicking.
Link didn't answer.
More than kicking. Right now, they're kicking Winthrop down. Hunter's Fury as well. T-Dog doesn't have to worry about saving it to try and counter
Witcher
any
3?
killjoy. 'cause
Damn.
Winthrop University simply
Bro,
don't
thought
have
about
it.
that one.
Now it's going to be a dry 3-man push into this A site already. Knights
Valid?
gets the
I never
spot as
played.
well.
Derek, please play Not My Neighbor. What's that?
Knights prepared with this.
Nice,
ricochet.
Nismo.
Nismo.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
Shots, Knights. Somehow with the
Clean.
kill onto that running away Flare. Don't know how you maintain that spray. And it is yet again complete restabilization. And this time, they do win the round in an entirely different way. They do find the way to bring the fight to Winthrop before Winthrop can bring the fight
30
to them.
seconds left.
I didn't notice
get rid of
that
an ult in
Ollie
the
has the
process.
Sentinels gun buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now, too.
Like it's so good for Cubert on this round. They only expend one of their own as well. It's just T-Dog with the Hunter's Fury. So
Yeah, it took some psychic damage.
We got to use that KJ
For
ult.
sure.
before
Bros
he
their
gets his
food.
Armageddon
Is
online.
it enough to get Cubert over the line?
Yeah.
that's exactly what
It's
I was
valid.
going to say. Like if you're Winthrop
Who's
University,
throwing their food at the
you
theater?
gotta have
All right,
tenacity,
Nismo. All right, Nismo.
resilience to continue to keep yourself into this.
Breach ult.
Oh, excellent job
Off
baiting
the long
things
bot.
out
Oh,
here. Oh, Nismo
Oh.
almost able to find one, but it's actually
Could've
moves to come
blasted
down
him,
on
but-
top. And somehow, despite all of that utility, Cubert Academy,
Damn,
they
I
walk
thought we
away,
had him set up.
not even
Yeah.
finding a single kill.
Yeah, Nismo just unfortunately a little indecisive on that gap in time, just really scared of who could open it back up from lobby. Only saw 2 flee back behind those boxes. And that's just such a short window of time at that point to work with. Really could have launched that aftershock in and maybe grabbed one, but again, it's a gap that he's gonna pay for by
Nismo.
just
I just choked on my own
Okay.
spit.
an infiltrator up and clone to the face,
Nismo?
and then some more on top of it.
Nismo for
A
2.
lockdown to help defend him at this
30
point.
seconds left.
They see.
And he doesn't need it. 4v3 as Winthrop scurries back over to the C site. But T-Dog is
T-Dog,
already
you're up.
away.
T-Dog, you
Salvos
gotta
in
get the
back.
first
Are
one.
they
You
expecting
gotta get one.
this log hold? Wide swings from both ends.
Beautiful.
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 Not one
Nice.
damn bit.
Opportunities to find those kills. Cubert Academy now take the lead 11-10. Winthrop University, you can feel the tension in the air. They
Uh-oh.
don't have proper weaponry onto this
They do
round.
have Armageddon.
It's simply down
Oh.
onto a
Wow.
Sheriff, but it's still going to be good for one.
Every time you
Classic
think he's
T-Dog.
done finding
Trying to get the orb, and they're
connections
like,
on
we're
the
going to
flank,
shoot you.
Don't do it.
Ay,
sprouts
ay,
back
ay.
up
Ay,
with a
ay, ay.
lead. And he's just gonna keep. He's continuing to walk up A lane. By the way, he is not back out.
Oh, I saw
to
him.
meet with his team that is at the
I
front
think he
door
got
of the site
spotted.
right now.
He did.
He's still walking around.
Wow,
looking
his
for
teammate
a
flashed
shooter.
him.
What?
Down. Scuba.
That was a team
and-
flash, I
It's
think.
actually a
I was
little
gonna
stranded
say,
on
how
the
did
outside
Scuba
of the
get
front
the
door,
kill
a little bit
there?
onwards, so Winthrop's just
How
got
is
to
Scuba alive? How
They're
the
going to infiltrate
fuck?
How was he alive that
Nismo
long?
takes
They
his
knew
place on the
exactly
train
where he
back, and
was.
they
There was
can't
3
spray
people
through
with
the
him.
smoke to grab that
Oh,
kill.
moves.
Moves has grabbed his second in the
Wait.
look on sewer. Are you joking? That'll be a free A site here
Moves
for the
got a gun
rotation.
along the way. All right.
Yeah, they're going to be able to go in
That was the
completely
craziest.
scot-free,
start
get that
of a
spike
round.
down. 2v3 here. Armageddon's still online for Flare as well. There's a real opportunity that a bunch of wishes are going to be made. Winthrop University could potentially win
Blank.
out this round and make it that 11-11 scoreline.
Going back around.
Hot shots up top. Aware that Nismo's here. Ready for the inevitable collapse.
Oh,
On top of
nice
Reduxx's
try.
paranoia moves.
Save it. Actually, our money's
Very
good.
much ready for it.
Yeah.
No longer the
Alright.
one that needs to take the fight. But I think he wants to.
Let's
Oh,
try
yeah,
it.
he does.
On the start of that round, so the
And they
fact
still
that
have
they're
their
able to turn it around
Armageddon.
makes it that much
Ooh, they have
better.
Armageddon and
This
they
time
have
around, we're seeing the
KKO.
dimensional drift get ripped right off the
There it
bat.
goes.
We
Infiltrator
should play retake
looking
for
for
sure.
a potential opening here. Scouts out a lot of this
Or
Killjoy
actually-
utility and spots out one in the back of sight being Reduxx. Let's see how Winthrop University want to play off of it. They will be running through as Nismo catches moves.
Portal closed.
We'll be able to walk in and meet with the
Well,
rest
they
of this
have
team.
garage.
Infiltrator closer up on the steps. How is this fight executed? Cubert ready for the collapse on top of the blind. First peek out to the window.
Scuba.
Scuba the first pick off from the window. Infiltrator still
My God, it's
planted
scary.
here. So is Moobs.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Armageddon onto the site here. That'll get absolutely nobody.
Wow,
One
the
step up alone,
patience.
going
Finish
out
with the second.
entire Armageddon. Infiltrator.
All right, but they
at
used
least
their
deals with
Armageddon.
his. Hubert on.
T-Dog, get half,
Half.
get half.
Plan for T-Dog. Gets half.
And then Knight's gotta
Knight steals
kill.
with Infiltrator as well. It's just the
Oh,
way they
come
have
on,
to deal with it.
guys.
The sprays
Come
are
on.
so powerful.
Hold it.
Somebody shoot this
Hold
guy.
it.
Yes.
Nice.
He's got it. He's got
Good
it.
job.
He had plenty
Good
of
job.
time.
This forward angle is going to be a fast hit onto this B site. Winthrop looking for at least one more round to take us to OT.
Moobs will not find anything on his search, but Cubert will not find anything in the passive trading throughout these doors.
This was one off his ult.
We need Nismo to get a kill, man.
Yeah.
Have this
Pop
TP
it.
ready as Reduxx.
Oh,
But with this B-site plan, it's really hard to effectively
Damn it.
use it. Ali on the Spectre deals
What?
with T-Dog.
Cuba.
And
There
Cubert
it is, there it is.
Now Nismo's got it.
Raw entry of the blind Knights to open us
There
up.
it comes.
Rolling
Oh,
through.
no.
Infiltrator still finds the shot.
Enemy remaining.
Okay.
It's at least
3v1. We have
again.
15 seconds.
Moves
2
alone.
on
Stinger.
1.
What? Gets them all! Are you out of your mind, Moobs? Winthrop's back to creeping up A main.
That's
Back
a
on this
big
defense
production
again.
L.
The
Dude,
Infiltrator's just a class
that's
cannon this time
hilarious,
around.
actually.
He's blind outside of
no.
smoke into a
Oh, look out,
clear
he knows
one.
where you
This is
are.
absolutely
Oh, that's awesome.
bonus.
We're good,
And
we're
he
good,
really
that's
doesn't
awesome.
get punished
How
for
did
it.
Knights
Nismo
get
with the
that
follow-up
kill?
on
He
it.
got it
from the side. He got it from the
Easy
side.
5v3
So
for the
lucky.
start of the attack round.
That was so lucky.
Nice.
All
All right,
right,
trade it.
Nope,
Down
easily
A.
traded away. And Cubert, they've got the mental gymnastics down pat on this attack, I think,
Oof.
Marks.
By
One
the
more
way,
guy
the
on
funny,
site.
Look at this, Moobs. Already making so much headway. Has to
Uh-oh,
back off. here.
uh-oh,
This is the
uh-oh.
right move, but might be a little bit too late for Nasi. Has to back off onto the site. Uses
Ah.
a
There it
flasher,
is.
but overwhelmed.
Spike down A.
Aftershock did do a good job of splitting the
Chill,
board.
chill,
At the end of the
chill.
day, there's just too much in your way.
Oh,
Always starts
3v1.
the
We've
first
seen
kill.
this.
Look who it is.
We've seen
Hey,
this
do it
3v1
again.
loss. And it's
No
moves.
stinger this time.
No.
No stinger this time.
Do it
No,
again.
no. It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
For
You
real,
just
let's
got
watch
the
this man work.
1v3, and here he goes. He's gonna get
Fine.
one. Oh,
What a leap. What a
An
leap.
idea.
Holy shit.
But Nasi's going
Do
to
it.
match up right
What's it
with
off
him.
though, Sova?
This lineup could be good for 3 on the paranoia if his timing's right.
No.
But is it going to be?
He's just
This
gonna
is so
die.
risky to do.
It's got to be perfect. No, he lets it go.
What?
He catches
Did it
all 3,
work?
but
Wow.
Reduxx
He
gets
got
paranoia
traded.
right back.
I'll take a 1 for 1. That
Safe
seems so
space for
risky.
the remainder of
I
Winthrop's
was gonna
attack.
say, I thought he was just gonna die there.
4v4.
Ooh.
Nismo spotted by Moobs on the lurk.
Ooh.
Nismo deals with it.
Best
Okay.
spot breach player right
Come on.
there.
Where are they going?
Moves is dead. Round's over?
Just going for a long
They're looking for an opening.
pause.
But they're going C
Try
actually, and
and
we
find
left it.
anything. It looks like they
Oh,
might have actually
yeah.
predicted this properly. Looking at that C site, Cubert Academy, they've spread themselves out, but I think that everything should be all
Damn.
right. They do have plenty of utility here, potentially, to get that retake underway.
Do you know that my friend subbed to you 3 years ago?
Still
Gatman
Still, though, I wouldn't
333.
count
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah, this just quite
Well,
yet.
they're using a lot of utility for nobody here, so
Yeah.
that's
For a moment.
good.
Team damage.
This is their bread and butter site.
They don't have those. All right, come on, Nismo. Make us proud.
Smoked out long ways. Got to double clear the link. Full send with the stack. Cubert's gonna try and make it work. Still split the diff. Curveball back.
Nice
Yes.
util. Nice util.
For 2.
It's
The util
okay,
is
if
so
we
nice.
lose
We
this,
won
I'm
enough.
leaving.
Nasi's got to punch up against 4. Time
It's
is
a
slim,
1v4.
Oh my god, looks like they lined up for a second there, but
They
They did
will
line up for a
get
second.
it done,
God.
folks.